I think we're live. Let's see what happens. See me down there? Okay, I have movement. Wonder how my sound is. Of course. Okay, there we go. 10-second delay. See how my sound is. Oh, that's pretty bad. Well done. All this volume down on this that usually helps. Oh, that's really staticky. See how we sound. There we go. That sounds better already. See how we're doing now. That's a lot better. All right. All right, so this is an open chat. Again, I have to know you and like you in order for you to come up. Wasn't many people broadcasting today. It was a very quiet day. Unless notifications aren't going out. Hi, Indy. How you doing? Had a nice walk today. So that was a lot of fun. Filmed a little bit of that. On our way home, we saw a couple of killdeer. Got a little video of that I'll show you in a bit. Killdeer are interesting creatures. Very pretty little birds. So if there's anything of interest, the world's falling apart pretty much as we go here. I just got a package from the US. I think it was like 100% tariff on it. So I had to pay double the price of something from the US. That was ridiculous. Just blew my mind away. We're taking that methylene blue. My wife really likes it. And it did seem to really give a boost to the iodine that she was taking. Hi, off the hook. All right. So anybody want to come up and have a chat? That'd be great. You gonna come up, Indy? I don't know if Restream works well for you yet. They change the programming all the time, so it might work now. Unreal, yeah. Oh, yeah, here, let me show you this. This is our little film of a killdeer I was playing with. I don't know if you guys can see him, but maybe you can. So here are two killdeer that I'm very close to the nest. They're pretending to have broken wings right there. You can see him over there pretending I'm broken. I can't fly away. He wants me to chase him. Can you see him? Oh, there he is. Okay, and there's his wife. And we're supposed to chase them because they're broken. Oh, look, here we go. We're fine now. Now I'm broken. Just ran away. Now I'm broken. Right. They're funny little birds. Here, let's go back this way and see what happens. Oh, they get mad at you when you go near the nest. I believe the nest is over here somewhere. Just over here. Yeah, they're called killdeer. I have to be careful where I step because there are probably eggs. Oh, what's that?
Yeah, they're bloody fakers. They pretend they have broken wings and stuff. It's hilarious. They're so cute.
I don't know where the nest is, but it must be somewhere right around here. Let's go look at the killdeer again.
Can you eat those? I suppose you could, but they're pretty teeny.
Where'd they go?
They're not much bigger than a starling. Well, I don't know if they're vicious, but they're certainly cute. They do a good fake job, yeah. Sounds crackling. They trap you, yeah. Right. Let me see how my sound is. There is a static in the background, but then eat you and yeah. Better without the video, yeah. Well, that video was just me playing it. It wasn't on the system. Still getting some static in the background though. Now I can't hear the music at all. It's there, but it's so faint. There, that's better. So we're playing 639 hertz frequency, royalty-free meditation music. We played some of your music once, Indy, but you weren't around. If you have any music videos you'd like us to hear, not of the beatbox stuff, but you've done some really good mixes. Having a ding dong. I went to Denny's tonight for dinner. We actually have a Denny's here now. It's been here for a few years, but hi, you tell me. I decided that I would try for the first time in my life. Hi, Steve. Yeah, not just funny looking. I would try a chicken fried steak. I had no idea what it was. I thought it was just like a steak that you battered and fried, but I was wrong. Apparently, it's like chopped steak, battered and fried, I think. That's what I think it was. It wasn't bad. It wasn't good. Like, not as good as a steak, but I will say I did enjoy it. It wasn't, yeah, it was pretty yummy. But you couldn't really taste the steak that much. Not as much as like a steak, obviously. That one's only 10 minutes long? Okay. My last few shorts are solos. There's Indy. Now you've done some shorts too. Those are fun. Wait until Venus is rising. Yeah, it had some white sauce all over it. It wasn't gravy. Tuesday? Oh, this for me image? Cool. Yeah, sometimes we get messages. Things that are meant for us. Good to see you, Steve. This is very 2001 A Space Odyssey, eh? It's kind of like you should be floating around in space, you know? Two scoops of rice. I got home fries and broccoli with it. I don't like macaroni salad. Terrible stuff. Now the aliens are coming. See, I told you. Ominous tone. The aliens are coming. This is the alien overlords. See, it'd be good at doing some screenplay music. I could narrate. Hey, Mr. Mission. What's that? Hold on. What's this? Dan Dix. Press for the truth.
This is Dan Dix here reporting for Press for Truth. There is a massive class action lawsuit being filed right now that is putting the major tech company Amazon in the hot seat. And if you've ever had an Alexa device in your home, you might be eligible for a payout if this lawsuit is successful. This class action lawsuit claims that Amazon's Alexa products have been collecting far more personal information on users than they were led to believe, and that they held on to this data for years, even after users tried to delete it. And the reasons why they did this was so that they could use this information to boost their AI and machine learning systems. This is the Amazon Alexa class action filed by Charney Lawyers.
Any of you guys got an Alexa?
Says, a national class action has been commenced in British Columbia against Amazon.com Inc., Amazon.com Services LLC, and Amazon.com.ca ULC, collectively Amazon, on behalf of all Canadian residents with an Alexa user account from when the product was first offered in Canada through to July 19th, 2023. The issue is alleged improper collection, retention, and use of user data. The lawsuit alleges that Amazon's Alexa products and services collected significantly more personal information about users than was.
Well, that sucked, eh? So yeah, they're little assholes. We know they're doing that shit all the time anyway. Oh, here's a good title for it. Hold on. Cybersecurity and BCI, and see through your veins and arteries, right? Have to heat up some ribs.
What I'm coming on to now is social fields, the fields of organization of social groups. And the easiest way to think of social fields is through flocks of birds.
Yeah, I suppose that's a good idea.
Brighton West Pier in England. And starlings fly in these flocks which rapidly change direction. They're most spectacular things. Most of you have probably watched flocks of birds doing this sort of thing. This has been a puzzle for scientists for a long time, because the way these fields work is that the individual animals move and change direction much too quickly for it to be explained just in terms of looking at their neighbours, seeing what they're doing, and responding to their neighbours just by watching them. It happens too quickly for them to do that. And the best computer models of flock behaviour nowadays are based on magnetic field models, treating the whole flock as a field, which works back on the individual members within it. And their position.
Yeah, you do. Not everybody does, Mr. Mission.
Now the same applies to schools of fish, which again swim together. They can move rapidly and change direction without bumping into each other. So not only do they know where their neighbours are, but they know where their neighbours are going to go. As otherwise, every time they change direction rapidly, they'd all bump into each other, and they simply don't. They don't do it by just watching their neighbours, not just a matter of feeling pressure waves from their neighbours. That's been
going down the tubes.
So I think all these things to do with
Canada's on the downslide right now. I'm down in the bottom corner there.
Another kind of morphic
I'm here. See?
Which organise the group. Now, I think there's
I'm looking at morphogenic fields right now,
including human families, social groups in the human realm, football teams, for example.
They've been falling from the sky.
Wild animals, which are social. It applies to social insects like termites and ants. The coordination of the colony of these insects with very small brains isn't in the brain, it's in the field that organizes the individual insects. And when it comes to animals like packs of wolves, what I'm suggesting is that the whole pack has a field. All the members of the group are connected through this field. When some of the members of the group go away and leave the other ones, the field doesn't break, it stretches. So when in a wolf pack they leave the young wolves, the cubs, in the den, usually with a babysitter, while the adults go out hunting, they may range over tens, even hundreds of miles. And it's not as if the field that links them is broken, it stretches like an invisible elastic band.
Like us, we have a field.
Connect the adults with the young, even over long distances. And because they're connected by these fields, I suggest they remain linked, so a change in one can affect the others. And I think that this is the basis of telepathy. I think it's a form of communication between bonded members of social groups that works through the field of the group. There's already evidence that wolves in the wild are telepathic with each other over great distances.
Be right back. I'm going to close the door.
There's an analogy to this in quantum theory. Quantum non-locality is the phenomenon whereby particles that have been part of the same system, when they move apart, remain connected at a distance, so that a change in one affects the other at a distance. This is sometimes called entanglement.
Nice.
It provides a strong analogy for telepathy between separated members of social groups. They're together, they're part of the same system. When they move apart, a change in one is correlated with a change in another. The fields of social groups, as morphic fields, have a kind of built-in memory. And this is true of human fields as well. In human families, the family has a kind of field, and the field of the family has patterns and habits within it. And this is something which is most graphically illustrated in a form of psychotherapy called...
Kind of leads into the idea of egregores, you know, a created entity. Like, is that field itself, does it have its own consciousness? The field that exists between us? It could.
Systemic family constellations. This work, pioneered by a German psychologist, Bert Hellinger, treats the family as a field. And in the workshop, some of you may have done them. I know some of you have. Yes, indeed, there are one or two people here who actually lead these groups. What happens, for those of you who are not familiar with it, is that, say you're working on your family, you might be working on your family of origin, i.e. your parents, brothers and sisters. You pick people from the group to represent your father,
not David
your mother,
Attenborough,
your brother, your sister, and so on. Then you place them in relation to each other. If your parents were very close, you put them close together. If a member of the family was very distant and disconnected, you put them further away, sort of facing away from the family. People arrange the family in a way that seems to represent that family group. It effectively creates a kind of field of the family, and people who are standing in for members of the family often feel emotions that are appropriate to the person in that position in the family field. They sort of tap into the field. What Hellinger has shown, and what many other people working in this with this kind of work have shown, is that very often patterns in family fields where, say, a member of the family becomes suicidal or wants to go away from the family or is very disconnected, often reflects a way in which
and even the super colliders,
a member of the family was excluded from the group, either because they committed a crime
smart
or
fire smoke,
or they committed suicide or something. It sets up an imbalance in the field which moves through generations unconsciously. People are often unaware of this. And by going back to the generation where the person was excluded, including them again, by having someone to represent them, bringing them back in a group, it has a healing effect on the whole family field. It's a remarkable form of therapy. I've seen it work myself. My wife does it in a more ceremonial form.
Interesting.
So I mention that because it's a way in which morphic fields actually directly
we have a huge
particular
effect on the magnetic field
and provide a kind of explanation for some of these remarkable effects that this therapy can produce.
Hello, welcome to the Synergy channel. Early this morning, because of a X-Space that was held last night with Ryan and Sal. Welcome to the West Virginia front porch, y'all. But you're going to hear the quail in the rain on occasion. I have something that is a little challenging to present to folks, I think, maybe, and I hope I'm wrong. But this is as simple as I can possibly boil this down. Okay? I appreciate Rupert Sheldrake and his morphic fields, and that all of us have grown up with psychotherapy, psychology.
It's not bad, but this one's not big enough.
The mystery of consciousness. The problem is your body is not a mystery in a place called cybersecurity. And on the NATO statements for our warfare doctrines for cognitive warfare. Most Americans seem to be informed about our current warfare doctrine, which we went over on the channel multiple times. And I said, they're using your biology. They're not waiting for you to put a wearable on. They're not waiting for you to have your phone nearby. They're not waiting for you to take an injection. They're not waiting for you to take in a bioelectronic.
That was pretty good.
Now, the reason that people don't understand that is because they don't know how they're connected. They think they have to put on a wearable.
You're finally getting nice.
They think they have to do something. Okay? Are you breathing? If you're breathing, then you are broadcasting naturally to the world.
Yep.
In the exact same way that Rupert Sheldrake explained that the wolves are using their basic telepathy to communicate with one another. And then he switched into
There's a link.
quantum. Here, let me back up. Because I said to people who kept telling me it's consciousness, it's Mother Nature, and I said, no, they have had the bodies on networks for protection of people. We have a lot of people out there right now that use pacemakers and insulin.
Everybody's giving those away,
Tell me
Steve.
how? No, it's consciousness. I said, no, these morphogenetic fields are not unknown. There's an analogy to this in quantum theory. Oh? Okay. Well, let me help you. Like normal. HOW. And don't tell me they don't know and they don't have it and they're not mandating it and they're not watching it. They have to. And this is where people are having continuous stumbling blocks due to crossing the streams, Ray. When we call the human liver and kidneys religious and pretend that if we have a different belief system, our liver or our kidneys don't work. They're not there. If I just don't believe in my liver, it doesn't affect me. Most people would giggle. They'd be like, oh, you're being silly.
Breakfast,
But in
lunch, and
the
dinner.
situation that we're in with national security.
Yeah, a girl I knew had a
That's
fish
the
name.
game.
His name was Filet-O fish.
So as simple as I can make it, okay? Because cybersecurity is the practice of protecting computers, networks, and data
Well,
from digital attacks and unauthorized access. Now, normally when I ask folks, do you know
Maybe.
what cybersecurity is? They go, oh yeah, I know what that is. I got a VPN. It's cool. I know exactly what I need that for. People could hack into your data, okay? And then I
yeah,
said,
me too.
all right,
They
do you know what cyber biosecurity is?
they don't like me
It's-
anymore.
Right, because that's cyber physical systems securing biological data.
I'm not banned if somebody else
I
uses it.
said, do
I
you
can
know
go
what
up and talk.
PhysioNet is? Do you understand that the signals that are coming out of your
This is
body
Restream.
for your pulse, and your breath, and all that? Those are signals that are generated by you. Your phone is not sweating. Your phone doesn't have a heartbeat. And everybody kind of looked at me sideways, and I said, this is 2011. This is our bingo card paper. And I explained network security and digital forensics in 2011. Okay? They're very, very clear about using your biometrics such as heart rate and pulse for writing their cryptographic algorithms. Now, hang on, stay with me if you can with the terminology. You're probably going, okay, Sabrina, I don't know what an asymmetric key is or what is all that. That's how we keep your data secure in cybersecurity. So if we're using
But not
algorithms
fellatio fish.
and cryptographic keys and
It
all
was
those
phileo.
terminologies for cybersecurity, which you understand, you're like,
Hi,
yeah, I
Rick.
gotta
Good to
protect
see
my
you.
computer. Your body is no different in cyber physical systems and biosecurity. Smart agriculture and pacemakers, cryptocurrency, and brain computer interface. Just because you don't know about a job or an industry does not mean that it doesn't exist. Okay? So people kept telling me, no, Sabrina, the biofield is spiritual. You don't understand. And I'm
Oh, I
sitting
can
here
flip
looking at all
sides.
of you going,
That's fun.
you had better tell people that this is overseen by our government for more than just the warfare doctrine. Because people are out there acting a fool. And I don't think they mean to. They're just continuously being fed propaganda and stress. Your butt is on the cloud. No, not me. It couldn't be. And I said, you don't understand. You can't have cybersecurity. If everybody's
Well, try the
walking
link.
around
See what
and
happens.
they're
Here.
willy-nilly and they can do what they want,
See if you can come up.
then you don't have security.
You don't have to
You
come
don't
up,
have
but you
a
can just join in
functional
the back if you
network.
want.
And they do. Since 2011 in our hospitals as well. That's health level 7. So recently I went back into explaining more of that with health level 7, and last night Excuse me, apologies.
I don't know.
Ryan was explaining a different component BioThings API.
I tell you, she just
And
gets better with
for me,
her
Sabrina, because
presentation. I
do
wish I could
understand
reverse and put
cybersecurity,
her up big.
I went, wait a minute.
Let's see, hold on.
You mean humans are regarded as an API? And I thought, well, that makes sense. Why? Well, that's just one reason for those of you coming from the software side. Here's another reason coming from the GitHub. I'm like, you can't have everybody walking around with the ability to.
Yeah, I like
change out
listening
their
to
own
her too.
broadband
She's gotten
interface
much,
and
much
not
better with her
secure.
presentation too.
It's kind of like when you have a
She's
business.
gotten much more refined.
Your job is to make sure that the business data is secure.
Hi, fools and tools.
For only the business. And some employee comes in with a jump drive, USB stick.
Nobody's going to come up and yak with me? All right.
Into their computer, and it goes
Just
right
yak
into
by
the
myself.
mainframe, if you will, the main servers of the business. I see some good brains in the chat. Dawn's here, Mike's here, Lucia's here too.
Excuse me.
Hi, Clarity. Oh, there's a bunch of you. Let me know if you don't understand what I am saying, please. So mydisease.info here, disease annotation as a service. These as a services are more of the way we watch. Oh, see, what'd you do to me here? Under the skin, with your heart rate and your pulse, your gait, your breath, okay? Because they have
Her
to
volume's
watch
low?
that in order to guarantee precision AI healthcare, cyber biological security.
I think I have her
And
cranked
we're
up.
talking about the cyber physical. We're talking about the ability to load, balance.
That's as high as I can go.
Area networks with that electron.
Hi, Elderberry.
Here's our spinach plant making phone calls at MIT, for example. Okay. And the electron at the IEEE is a wiring diagram of your biofield.
Yeah, it happens when I play videos.
Brain-computer interface, brain to brain, 2014. Multi-senders to a single brain, 2019. And everybody went, oh, okay. And I said, y'all, if they're doing that, they've got to be able to protect it. Yeah. Human API is a consumer-controlled health data platform that gives your users a simple way to connect and share their health data with your health business.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Okay? So when you're putting on that wearable from MIT, the one that lets you see your own bloodstream, Professor Jordan style.
Oh, wow. Cool.
This one. Wearable device tracks individual cells in the bloodstream. Professor Jordan, thanks to Corinne, doing tons of work to make sure everybody knows who he is and what they're learning. Okay? So this technology, which achieves single cell resolution,
You should come up here.
help
You
in
can chat.
continuous, non-invasive patient assessment to guide medical.
Everyone can type in all caps so Indy can read it.
Of this year, and
that's what I do over on his channel.
2011, where the police, detectives,
Oh, you don't have to read what's on the screen
are
there.
protecting body area networks. Okay? They're not doing it willy-nilly. They have all the same universities. Stanford, Harvard, MIT, they have the same HIPAA laws. 2011. How is that possible? How is it possible that they are already using this quantum non-locality, etc.? Because they're using that quantum non-locality with quantum key distribution. And that's where people are like, well, I don't know what that is. I understand. What is quantum key distribution? The method for securely distributing cryptographic keys using the principles of quantum mechanics. How old is quantum key distribution? your Department of Commerce, with the cyber physical systems and online banking and all of this, you already have a digital ID. You can't just be some willy-nilly network, because if you are, you can bring damage to other networks. Networks that could be made of plants, animals, soil, water. They're all connected.
Going to take a
with
quick pause from
physics.
this
Oh, it's consciousness.
to show you some of the work that's going on.
The human anatomy didn't.
Real time. This guy's working.
So we studied this process.
Sorry, this guy's working. Sorry for the ear rape. This guy's working with the morphogenic fields.
And we worked out.
So instead of working with the body or the genome or drugs or anything like that, I featured. He was featured in a video that I played, showing how the field of a being actually controls the DNA. So the field we have around us is more what makes us what we are than the actual stuff we are, in a way. It's kind of the reverse of what you would think, that your field is emanated by your body, but it's kind of, in a way, your body is emanated by your field.
A way to artificially control the bioelectric state of these cells to physically force them to remain in that network. And so then what that means is that nasty mutations like KRAS and things like that, these really tough oncogenic mutations that cause tumors, if you do them and then but then artificially control of the bioelectrics, you greatly reduce tumorigenesis or normalize cells that had already begun to convert. They go back to being normal cells. And so this is another, much like with the planaria, this is another way in which the bioelectric state dominates what the genetic state is. But there isn't a tumor because bioelectrically you've kept the cells connected and they're just working on making nice skin and kidneys and whatever else. So we've started moving that to human glioblastoma cells, and we're hoping for a patient in the future interaction with patients.
So is this one of the possible ways in which we may, quote, cure cancer?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I think the actual cure.
So this goes right along
there are other
with what we're
technologies,
talking about over
therapy,
here with them tampering with our field.
Great technology. Chemotherapy, I
These
don't think is a good
and,
technology. So
Internet of Medical Things, they're gonna, try and take control of our morphogenic fields. Just a black screen. Wow. Yeah, 2 mirrors. Yeah. That's funny. Hi, Nina. Hmm. Oh.
For themselves. That's how we ended up with human augmentation conferences for 15 years.
And here they are in human augmentation conferences, which happen electrically.
Human augmentation projects. We're going to end up with universities. We're going to see MIT.
Oh, long ago, fools and tools.
Then we're going to see
Cancer's
companies,
been cured,
videos, NASA, Taylor Francis, Georgia Institute,
University
of Texas.
They know that cancer is supported by your field.
Because human augmentation,
because the cells aren't communicating with the rest of the body
was
properly.
not something that
What they do is
hey,
they augment the field so that the cells start communicating properly.
Them.
Because right now the field they're projecting causes cells not to communicate properly. So they can just change that.
Unbeknownst to them, to other humans. Nobody asked your permission. Now, for those of you that don't know,
no, not really. I don't agree with that type of method.
NITRD coordinates federal research and development
chemotherapy
to identify, develop, and transition into use the secure advanced IT high performance
Yeah, the
computing,
hyperbaric
networking,
chamber. Good idea.
software
Yeah.
capabilities needed by the nation,
Yeah.
and to
I was
foster
raising
those
money for cancer
public-private
research when I was a
partnerships
child.
that provide world-leading IT capabilities. Excuse me. Then we get into interagency working groups. AI, big data, computer-enabled network systems.
Well, there are
Let's
many
get it, Sabrina.
benefits,
What does
many
it have to
ways.
do with bodies?
That's
You
certainly
see
one
right
of
here
them.
where it
Yeah.
says cyber physical systems resilience and digital twins under fast track action committees. Okay. The Fast Track Action Committee on Digital Twins was established April 2024 in response to 2024 National Academy's report,
Yep.
Foundational
State of
Research
mind, yeah,
Gaps and
has a
Future
lot to do with it
Directions
too.
for Digital Twins.
Like
You
how
know,
you
the
handle
digital
stress.
twins that the
See,
Pentagon talks about having for 50 years.
my hair's brown,
This Fast
but at
Track
one
Action
point
Committee.
I took
Now
a
this,
job
what I'm
that
describing
was
to
pretty
those of you
stressful,
who are
and it
heavily
turned gray. It started
into
turning gray.
lawfare,
You know, it's weird.
politicians, politics, filing affidavits, going to talk to people locally or calling senators, etc. None of that is going to change business. Now you've got a little bit of regulation you could argue about, but you're arguing about cyber security.
Yeah. What we could argue about is
It's
the
very
power
important for
levels,
infrastructure.
limits to the
Make sure
power
the
levels and
hospital
stuff like
keeps
that.
running.
We use
Make sure
600
the
times
water and
as
the
much power.
electrical company and everybody can communicate properly. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
I've been raided. What just happened? Yeah, BioBricks.
Part of,
thank
yeah.
you. It's so good to see you. Sassy
Just
Elsa.
color dues
Hi,
today.
Uncle they can mess with the microbiome. They got things everywhere. Coley!
Yeah, that's one of
Oh
the
my
biggest
gosh, you're in
problems
my
is
chat.
messing with our
Mama,
microbiome
what did
because
you
we don't
do?
uptake vitamins and minerals out of
So,
our food as well as we could.
what I discovered last
Not that
night
there's a
on
lot in
X-rays
there,
while
not a
he
lot of
was
vitamins and
talking
minerals.
is that they're routing so much data
Oh, is it?
through the human
Interesting.
body. And of course, me being me, non-vaxxer had sent this over with a
Hmm.
different paper. And I'm like, how
I
many
wonder if there's
digital
anything
twin
to do with
systems
how
do
you handle
people
stress
have?
in that.
Extreme amounts with agentic AI. And I'm sitting here going, and disease, you heard me, disease is monetized. No, Sabrina, no. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hardcore. Remember, in the White House, we're going to take your cancer away in 48 hours. Okay, well, since the 1930s, you've been able to take disease away electrically anytime you want.
Yep.
That's 1936.
They just reset your
No,
field.
Sabrina, no. Everybody's stupid. Nobody knows. And I just shook my head. I'm like, I'm not doing this. I'm sorry. For me, I understand.
Yep, she's only on
other
Odyssey
people
and
want to believe in whatever you want to believe
one of the
in.
other
I
ones,
empathize.
Reddit
I
or
get it.
whatever, or
But I come
Rumble.
from cybersecurity. Like it was my job.
Oh, nice.
And I continued to research as they upgraded. That's what they do with computer networks. And the problem is you are tethered to that cloud for legit national security. Have to be. Otherwise, like I kept explaining with electronic warfare, it's only for tanks and planes. And I'm like, guys, if that were the case, then you could just send in a human body and foil everything. Hi, Karen. Nice to see you. Hi, Valerie.
Yeah, we interrupt
Hi,
fields
Sal.
like crazy. Like we are
So,
huge
I ended up
transmitters and
trying to help
receivers.
people understand
Compared to
because
a
they were
radio,
like, well, all
you
we
know,
have to do is wait for the
the
military
radio's
to do
nothing.
something, and then we will have access to our own neurons. People, you're not getting it. They're never going to give you back access
Fasting
to your
as
own
well
bloodstream and your own neurons.
is very
But I don't
good.
feel anything, Sabrina. I don't understand. Well, you will soon enough. The governments
Hi,
of the world
Chloe.
made the decision to augment their GDP. That's gross domestic product. You are a thing in the Internet of
A
Biomanufacturing.
bag of nuts.
Okay? And there's so many companies. See all these companies back here on the backdrop?
Mm-hmm.
These are not small companies. These are huge industries of selling your biological data
Yep.
for things like your digital twin's extra brain. hang on. Let me give you the right definition.
Extra brain.
When I finally went in to find,
Have a good day,
they
Chloe.
set up the
Thanks for dropping in.
cognitive side, like cognitive warfare, etc. It's all photonics, light, pressure, and sound. But knowledge equivalence in digital twins, these cyber physical systems. 10 years of the digital twin brain. Yeah. And why is this here? Well, I tried to tell people, I'm like, you guys can't be buying brain computer interface on the Amazon, closed loop or not, and not have cybersecurity watching your synthetic telepathy you purchased. So when I hear Rupert Sheldrake talking about wolves,
What?
well, they have natural telepathy, they're morphogenetic fields. Yeah, and if you weren't logging in with the Internet of Bodies, the Internet of Animals, the bands, the microfluidics, etc., for augmented humans, then we would have. Oh my
Hey, maybe we
gosh.
could get PETA on
Dang.
them because they do use
So good
animals
to
for
see
the
you.
internet too.
We are a thing. Danny has some of the most beautiful flowers in her garden. Smart wearable on Amazon. Yeah, and the rings to monitor all the vitals. Right. But people keep yelling at me, going, "You're crazy. We're going to get back control." You don't have control right now. I know you think you do. Only those of us crazy, like Cambridge people who've been complaining,
We all crazy.
have been able to feel it. Everybody else is waiting on, I don't know. Meanwhile, on the side of actual international, excuse me a moment, hang on, apologies, I have so many tabs open, it's just ridiculous. Oh, here's that. Your data fusion. Whoa, it's like their morphogenetic field is communicating, right? And for that, we have
They include the
Corona
Internet of
routing
Animals
protocols with
into the
Cisco
Internet
control
of
plane,
Things.
with more protocols,
So
we
it's
don't
kind of
overheat your
collected
blood
together.
bone and tissue, so that we have precision. Why?
Yeah, they like using your
Because
bones,
we are not
your blood, bones, and
playing.
tissues.
They are using your biofield and the consciousness you naturally generate
Well, that's
by
cool.
breathing in these connected
It could be.
twin
They can use it as a
networks
sensor.
with the Department of Commerce.
Mm-hmm.
The digital twin systems are overseen by our Department of Commerce so that they can keep an eye on all of this. The FDA Modernization Act in 2022 already approved the use of the digital twin because cyber physical
Yep,
systems
they use animals too.
are worldwide in order to command that morphogenetic response. That morphogenetic response is part of something called cracking that bioelectric code back in 2013 with Dr. Levin, regenerative medicine, because your body is electrical and you're walking around broadcasting biosignals all the time, electrical, mechanical, and chemical, because they're generated by living organisms. That would be y'all. Are there any Tesla bots in the chat? Now, this big, beautiful bill thing, right? Oh my gosh, personal states aren't going to be able to
Good
make
for you.
decisions.
Hey,
And I'm
do
sitting
what
over
you
here
can.
going,
You
this
do
is
your
gonna be an
best. That's all you
interesting
can
claptrap
ask.
of arguments. Well,
Yeah.
that goes back to more of the documentation I have to show you. But your
Mr.
biosignals
Bunches.
are measurable. Your biosignals go
Nice.
in a database. That machine learning bioelectromagnetic database, bingo card, y'all. That we've been over and over and over and over, and they're no, they can't measure it. Oh, they don't know. And I said, they have to know. If they don't know, then they cannot have cybersecurity. And everybody goes, oh my God, but what does that mean?
I like black cats.
And I said, this
They're
is
friendly.
a business. Digital twins are business. Huge business, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
And they're not waiting for you to put a wearable on because they're not stupid.
What are you going to
They
buy?
know,
What are you going
just
to...
like the normies.
What are your
RFK
habits?
Jr. said I have to wear an ankle bracelet.
What are your
That's rude.
proclivities?
They know you know that. So that's all we hear. Oh, they don't have it. It's being built. I'm really sorry. I really, really am. They didn't want your opinion to augment their GDP.
Nice.
Their gross domestic product is built on a biotokenized.
My friend has a cat named
and your
Kit Kat
digital
that did
ledger
that.
technology is your
Wandered away
cryptocurrency.
from his home and adopted my friend.
In order, they're going to turn it off. I don't know where. They can't. They'd have to take away the blockchain. So all your crypto bros, instantly, all wallets gone, destroyed. It doesn't work anymore. Excuse me. The same networks talking to pacemakers and insulin pumps. So if you have a loved one that has those, they are all done. Same networks. Sorry. Same networks. So they have to keep it secure. Where do we do that? Cyber Command. Did you tell anybody that the body's electrical and you're using their
Oh, yeah.
biology?
Well, they didn't.
We did.
They don't
Did
need to
anybody
infect
else?
them
Nope.
to
Did you tell
monitor
them it's
them.
a biocyber interface and that you're a human app, like an app on your phone?
10 cats.
You're a human API. And you go, well, why would they need
Polydactyls,
that?
cool.
Because they have so many companies logging into your body for biological signals for ubiquitous, meaning continual, remote health monitoring. It's law. International law. Oh, but it just got here. If 1995 is it just got here, sure. This is commercial since 95.
Hi,
This was
Termer.
not
Good to
hidden.
see you.
Okay. In network-centric warfare, which is the warfare doctrine we underrun now, without them drones be doing what they're doing, and they're not on CONUS, they're over in the Ukraine. Well, I can assure you they're not going backwards in warfare.
Yeah, I like cats.
So you won't be needing your gun.
Even
for
the
a
ones that don't
plasma
like
weapon
me, I
fight,
kind of
okay?
respect them, you know?
You
I
are
like
a
them.
body area network
Hi,
with
Loretta.
network-centric warfare. Now, I know it's fuzzy here, but see where it says cognitive domain? Cognitive warfare is about human augmentation. Human augmentation is not fake. Human augmentation is where people
Yeah, they don't
purposely
care about that.
adhese their tissue for way more than an exoskeleton or some sort of
A
prosthetic.
lovable murderous
That's
bunch,
cute.
yeah.
We've all heard about that. That's great. We're dealing with bioweapon soldiers, how scientists can create
This is
DNA
called
altered people, enhanced reaction
cybersecurity and
gene-edited
BCI,
brains,
and see
brains
through your
connected
veins
with
and arteries.
computers, allowing telepathic communication, super strength, bigger muscles bred
Yep.
into the soldiers, body flooded with pain-numbing stimulants, ability to regrow lost limbs, and quickly heal wounds like a lizard.
Yep.
I didn't say it. It's listed there. I just reading. Hey, Fringe. I'm glad you made it for that one. We are at IITSec. This is the modeling software of the Pentagon for our warfare doctrine, for our drones, for all of it. Why?
Oh, something
Because
happened
you are
there.
a living antenna.
Hey, Alex.
Because you're electrical. And
Good
you're
to
in
see
a
ya.
torsion
How you doing?
field. Physics doesn't go away.
Doing
either,
good.
just because you don't know what it is.
Can you hear me?
Sound, yeah,
Man-made-
sound is
I mean,
good.
as far as how it applies.
Oh, nice.
Man-made viruses could also be programmed and unleashed into future wars. Okay.
What are you
Enhanced
watching?
Soldiers, and they went over
So we're
all
watching
those
Synergy, Sabrina Wallace.
in the beginning.
She's explaining to us
Successful
what
tests
they're
using
doing
brain
under our skin,
stimulators to improve soldier
Um,
performance.
showing us, you know, like they're monitoring your blood,
Injectable night vision,
tissue,
so
and
you don't have
bones.
to wear
That's
goggles.
the starting point, and
How
up from
do
there,
make
you
a
know.
living weapon? Enhanced limbs, legs, pain
Okay.
immunity, synthetic blood. Okay.
She's moving on to your
And I mentioned it's why this
sorry,
blood
digital
stuff,
twin.
I'm kind of on the fence with it because I know how deep they are.
and
into
what they do with that
so-strong
data, how it's being used for
bioengineering
industry,
for themselves.
cybersecurity,
Well, they
how
made it
it's
better.
entrenched in our
We
our
got
system
problems
right
with
now.
DNA. We got problems with the way that
Yeah, there's a lot
common
happening right
vernacular,
now. Bleh.
common terminology
In
to
Europe,
match
especially
the
this
physical
problem. But I
physics
saw
and
it in
physiology, how
Canada
they're
too.
manipulating the
There's a
human.
problem with Islam religion or cult, what you want to call it. I see it more as a cult now. They want to impose their ideology and Sharia law all over the world right now. I see in Australia, New Zealand,
Yeah.
Europe is extreme. I saw they surround the church there in Canada, and apparently there were about 100 churches burned down in the last decade or 5 years, something like that in Canada.
Yeah.
Christian church. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of that too had to do with the indigenous burial sites that they claimed where indigenous children went missing. Although ground penetrating radar and digging these places up haven't found any bodies. So that was a big reason for a lot of them over the past 5 years. I forget what the movement is called, but what is it? Every Child Matters or something like that. But yeah, they've got this whole programming with it. And it's already been made a national holiday that the government gets off and gets paid for, even though they haven't found one body. You know,
Wait, really lost where I have no. Yeah. No, I
it's
just saw the
crazy.
red.
It's crazy. So what happened was they claimed uh, because everybody was in an uproar and tearing down statues and stuff 5 years ago. Do you remember that? Just before the
Yeah,
pandemic and
yeah,
after.
that was before, or that was after with the George Floyd bullshit, all of that, the
Yeah, this
BLM.
was. I think this was before. It might have been after, but anyways, what happened is they came out and they said that they made claims that indigenous children had been murdered by school teachers at Catholic schools, where they weren't doing anything good for these indigenous children. They were trying to indoctrinate them into the Catholic religion and Western society. But nonetheless, the claims of them being murdered and buried um, entirely false. But what that resulted in was the burning down of churches and a national holiday that the government gets off and gets paid for.
Oh, but I know they did found a burial site that has been linked with the Queen of England, but that has been shut down because it's the Queen.
Yeah, could be. Yeah, but not in Canada. That's probably in the UK.
No, I think in Canada
Oh,
because didn't the Queen took refugee in Canada during the
well,
Second
there.
World War?
Yeah, there is rumors that the Queen came for a visit, and that 10 Indigenous children went missing after her visit. So
Yes.
that could be it. Um,
Yeah, I know there's a problem in Canada with indigenous people going missing, especially children and women. It's
yep.
been going on a time already.
Yeah, a long time. Yeah, yeah.
Well, okay. Yeah. Yeah. No. The what I encounter that could be also with the burning of churches with that
Mm.
reasoning, but what the other reason what I got is with the Muslim population. That's
Mm.
because they're also burning churches in Ireland, but the people there started to come together. The Protestants and the Catholics are coming together there and going after the Christian. Same in the south of Spain. South of Spain, there was a guy
Yeah.
beaten almost to death in the 60s, and 60 years old, I think almost 70. And that galvanized people to go after the immigrants. And one 17-year-old girl was also burned 97%.
Wow.
The immigrant burned her. So there's a lot. It's like a holy war is coming, like what happened in the before the Crusaders got activated in 1095.
Maybe.
That same thing.
Yeah. Get smooth. Yeah, it's disturbing what they've been doing.
Yeah, so Europe, I see, and the Maori people.
They're
I didn't
beautiful.
know that the Maori people of New Zealand, they're actually Christian.
Mm.
Well, they don't go to Catholic church or that nothing like that, but they just follow the Jesus way. and
Yeah.
they also stood against the Free Palestine jihadist Muslim people. They burned the flag there. They made a statement big there in New Zealand. They're not gonna take them bullshit of a religion,
Hmm.
because in the long run they said that they want to implement Sharia law. You know, that's their plan actually, to do it
Well, most
globally.
most Muslims do, like, well, most imams, and eventually, if that's what they tell their people to do, they'll do it. You know, because they have to listen to their imam. Basically, a little section of government, because they pretty much tell them who to vote for too. In Canada, we've got a lot of Hindus now. We get a lot of Indian people, but they're, yeah,
No, the
it's
Indian people, I don't think the problem is the same with the Sikh, the what they call them, the Silk people.
well,
That's also from India. They,
yeah,
because in
they're
the
taking all the jobs. That's the problem. They're taking most of the
oh,
jobs from the youth.
that's another problem, because
Yeah,
I know there's a community of Silk in England, and they're not like you. Hey, we want to convert you to Silk. They're in their own community doing their own thing, but they're also a group
sorry.
of them that is going after child grooming that's happening in England. The Silk community is also going after that. They're also not aligned in line with the Muslim community, which think that is normal.
Hmm,
So I
interesting.
see in England there's an uprising happening, same in Spain right now,
Hmm,
due to the immigration problem, which I
yeah,
see Canada is also having right now. But I saw them surround a church there, a Catholic church, I think, Christian church. They have their mosque to pray, but they're intimidating people. You know,
I
that's
haven't
that's
seen that.
intimidation. Hmm?
I haven't seen that much in Canada, really.
Yeah,
About
I've seen it,
Muslims. Yeah.
and in Australia too. Australia.
Yeah, there's a problem with apparently Pakistani gangs in
Yeah,
the UK.
yes, the Pakistani, and they have an inbreed problem too. Like 33%, one third of the birth defect in England is Pakistanis, because they go cousin marry and all that, and they live out of the government. Most of them don't work, so there's not really progress for the economy. They're just
Yeah,
living off the
the
British
re,
people.
yeah, the reports of the number of people that are working in those free places, like even in Canada, a lot of people that come here are getting subsidies and having a job. Uh, you know, it's very unfair. You know.
Yeah, but yeah, and now people are clearly seeing that the government is not really for the people. They worry more with immigrants than their own people, and
Hmm.
that's waking people up right now.
Well, replacement
That's good.
migration goes back to what, 99, when they put out their document on replacement migration. Um,
Oh yeah, they
so
know, they're very ignorant. I saw a person there in Canada say that
yeah.
in 2050 they're going to be the majority, and then the Canadians have no choice to accept the Sharia law, because they're the Muslim having like 6 to 8 children per couple, and they know that Europeans are having like 2.1 children, and it's
Well, yeah, they
dropping. The
made it. They
rate is
made it
dropping.
economically impossible to have more than
Yes,
you know, to even have any
yeah,
kids for this younger generation. They just
yes,
can't afford it. It's not going to
yeah.
happen unless you go on welfare and become a welfare mother. That seems to work. That's one method that seems to work.
Yeah. Well,
But there again, you're requiring the state to raise you and your children, and it's not good. It shouldn't be that way.
no, it shouldn't be that way. I see things are going to get to a boiling point this year. I'm expecting a lot of things to
Well,
end this year.
I thought this Epstein thing might set off a civil war. There's a lot of people still talking about it, which is
I,
hilarious. Why are we still talking about Epstein? I don't know, because the hundreds of people that were molested because of the children's lives that were destroyed because the politicians that have blackmail on them that are still in power and making decisions based on, being told what to do because they're blackmailed. This
Oh
has
yeah,
it's very important. You know?
no, yeah. What I understand, well, that was a fall that Trump did. I can admit that, but what I heard is that he's using it to blackmail certain people that is on the list. So till they do what he says, he's not gonna release it. But when I know the list is gonna be released, when it
Wow.
does release, a lot of things are gonna be falling. Yes, I think the first arrest. Hear me now. The first arrest is gonna shock the world. The first arrest.
Let me see it. Let me see it. Oh, God.
Yeah, I I gave you this year's up this year. Let me see. Let me see. Alex says, well, no, sir, Alex, you've fallen off, lost a bigger picture. Sorry to say, but I cannot list you anymore. You don't have to list to me.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
it's all good.
I've seen no action really out of this administration at all that's positive. They've done some good things, but really, on the cases of open treason, lying in Congress or whatever
Yes.
their thing, like, no, no, there should be hundreds of people indicted and up on charges, and there's nothing, literally nothing.
Well,
Pam
well,
Bondi arrested some low-level pedophiles. That's it.
well, I send you a link, a video of a group of child trafficking that they caught. They rescue
Yeah,
about 100
I
children.
watch
That's
I
going.
I watch a
This,
QAnon thing, QAnon channel, Truth Only Media, and they keep saying, all of these things have happened, and none of it really seems to have because these people are still here. It's still causing trouble. So yeah, I don't know, man. I'm losing hope.
I understand that. I understand that. But I'm not losing hope. I just know everything is happening for a reason, for the highest good. I've seen a lot of divine
I, I
intervention
I
happen
wouldn't doubt
in
that
the
it's
past.
happening. I wouldn't doubt that it's happening for the higher good, but I don't think Trump's the man. I think the
Well,
people are the man. I think he might be a catalyst, but
no, I think, well, you could see it that way. But I had doubt in Trump too. But when what's that guy called again? Kim Clement. He prophesies Trump. He says what Trump is gonna do and how the Democrats gonna react before it happened in
yeah, my
2007.
my wife watches a prophecy guy that says that Trump's being used by God for a divine purpose. It's an interesting idea.
Yes, yes. The trumpet. Yes,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. So
See,
he's being.
for me though, that's a setup, right? Like Elon Musk's father even admitted on Alex Jones there. Yeah, I read that book that had my son in it. Remember
What?
the guy going to Mars, the Elon you remember the book that was written about a guy named Elon who went to
Mm-hmm.
Mars, right? Well, Elon Musk's father read that book because he was in that group of people that so yeah, it's like it's all scripted to me anyway.
Yeah,
So
Elon is
Trump,
Elon. I don't
Barron
know.
Trump, that whole the father in the book that the Barron Trump, the Adventures of Barron Trump.
The last
His
president also. Yeah.
yeah, his mentor was a guy named Don, right? So, you know, they write this stuff and then they follow it. Oh, Mr. Mission's sobering up a little. Good for you. No, yeah, exactly there. We don't have to agree, right? But yeah, it's good. I like to talk about it though. It's fun, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
No. The information I got, Trump for Nina Mystic there, Truther, Trump is not a pedo. That's what the media says. But he kicked Jeffrey Epstein out of Mar-a-Lago when
Yeah.
Jeffrey Epstein tried to do something with Trump colleague,
That is
and
one
he.
thing I do believe. He is not a pedo. I even knew a young girl. she was over 18 when she was proposed to go and live in one of Trump's hotels. That was the
Okay.
proposition. But she was over 18. We were in our early 20s. She was a cute young blonde girl, very vivacious, chubby, full figured, not a little girl. She was a woman. So I don't believe that Trump is a pedophile because of personal experience and, of course, what you're outlining. You know, he was the only one that testified against Jeffrey Epstein. He had Jeffrey Epstein banned from his hotels because of hitting on young ladies, his staff. You know, so I don't
Yes.
believe he is bad. You know, but I still do believe he is still in the know. And you know, his uncle having cleaned out Mr.
Tesla.
Tesla's hotel, yeah. They had some power, you know, so they had some pull and sway.
I don't know. Listen to this, because you know who's Virginia Godfrey? That's
I
the
recognize
woman.
the name.
That's the woman that they say she died by suicide in Australia last. She got hit by a car, but she survived for a few
Oh yeah,
weeks. Then she
yeah.
passed away. Well, she was 17 when she was brought by the Ghislaine Maxwell, um, and I saw coincidentally today. I was trying to upload it, but I have to be careful. She had a video for when she passed away or got killed that she released. It's called a Dead Man's Switch or
Yeah.
something. That called a Dead. Listen, she didn't say nothing bad, but
Maybe.
she did mention all people that were there a lot of
I don't
times.
know.
You want me to play it?
Mm.
I have it here. And if you can, let me see. I don't know if you can listen.
Watching this, it means they got me. My
Can you listen to it?
switch activated automatically after
Oh yeah,
Check.
this. It means they got me.
yeah. There's
My Deadman switch activated automatically after I missed 2 scheduled check-ins. I had it set up months ago because I
possibly
knew
me.
this bed was coming. I did not die by accident. I was murdered to keep their secrets buried. My name is Virginia Louise Giuffre. I was one of Jeffrey Epstein's victims. I survived Little St. James, but survival came at a price. I saw too much, knew too much, and now they've silenced me. But it's too late for them. They thought killing me would bury their secrets, but this video is going to a few
Can you listen
organizations
to
I
it?
trust,
Are you?
Yeah, we
ones
can
that
hear
have
it.
been exposing the
Okay.
truth for decades. You know who you are. It's your job to continue this fight. I was 16 when they reeled me in. I worked at Mar-a-Lago, folding towels, cleaning lockers. My father kept the tennis courts immaculate. We were just working folks trying to scrape by. Trump, he was around, but he was never the threat. The real predator was Ghislaine Maxwell, prim and proper, smiling, promising to teach me massage therapy at the Pink Mansion in Palm Beach. I had no idea I was being fed into a nightmare machine. Epstein's Island was hell disguised as paradise. You've heard some names linked to him, but those are just the sacrificial pawns. The real players, the ones they've protected at all costs, are still hiding in plain sight. I'll name 2 now. The first, a former U.S. president, Barack Obama. Publicly, he's revered. Privately, he was one of the worst. He wasn't there for the girls. He was there for the island boys.
Now that could be an AI generated video as well. I hope somebody's vetted that for that.
I still have nightmares about them, arrogant and drunk on power, slinking into the cabanas with kids barely out of childhood. The second, Bill Gates, the billionaire philanthropist, loved by the media, hailed as a savior. We called him
Okay.
the benefactor, and we used to dread seeing him. But he didn't come to party.
But
He
she
came
did
to
testify about
Genetic
that, though.
experiments, human
So
experiments. I saw him
she has
inject
made
me
those claims.
something they said was a
In the video,
genetic
in the images are there. The images have been vetted.
Sorry.
So it's been vetted and debunked. Someone other than her made that video, but the images of her. That's what I was wondering if it was AI. The images of
What?
her and Prince Andrew do exist. So there's that
What?
evidence. Yeah.
Somebody says it was. Somebody says it's debunked.
Yeah.
This is lying.
Well, that it's
Okay.
AI. No, not that she's lying. That is an AI generated video.
Yeah, you can say. Yeah, that. No. Well, it's just a picture and her voice. That's
But
it. But you
yeah,
can say that about anything now.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
how you
Now,
discredit everything. Oh, it's
but
AI. It doesn't count.
she was shown with in video and sorry in pictures with Prince Andrew, so that does exist,
Exactly.
and she has publicly said that they are pedophiles and that he molested her. So there's no denying that, whether she has a dead man switch or not, whether that video is real or not. She already said it, so that's pretty
Yes.
much a done deal. So I don't understand why he's not up on in jail for that at this moment. It makes no sense.
Who? Prince Andrew.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that's a good question because I talked with an Englishman yesterday, and basically he said that most of the people there know about Prince Andrew. People there know already, but yeah, nothing is being done.
yeah, yeah. It's not like it didn't happen. It's just it's been stitched together. Yeah. So an AI can entirely create it. Just so that people can understand. Like that's like a promo video. Somebody can understand the whole situation and what happened.
Yes.
So that's a good thing. Because people should understand that, and they're
Yeah,
getting away. You know.
it's the same with Mel Gibson. He was portrayed as crazy. Also talked about Hollywood and the
We did. Yeah.
studio and the children and the ritual that's
Yeah.
happening there. And everybody see, oh, he's crazy. He lost his mind. But he was just telling the truth. But the people weren't ready at that moment.
Yeah.
They couldn't see them people doing that there. It was too evil for them. They wouldn't. But them people there are different. They're possessed by something else. So you cannot compare them with you. They're not really. They don't have empathy.
Well, this is just as bad, Nina. Is what it is they've probably taken out all of the evidence of every Democratic candidate or person. Okay, everybody that they like, they've taken out all the information on and left only that which is going to hurt the other political party, right? Which makes Trump a hypocrite in any way, because even though it's only one-sided, it's still a bunch of pedophiles, right? Or
Oh yeah.
people that could possibly be convicted of crimes like that. Whether they're in the Democratic or Republican Party or exclusively from one or the other really should make no difference. They are still controlled people, pedophiles, or corrupt in a way that they can be manipulated by others, and they shouldn't be in the party anyways. If you
Yes.
purge the party of these people, then you can say our party is clean. You can count on us to be doing what we can for the American people because we're not biased, we're not controlled, we're not sycophants, and we can really go places. It would be one of the first times in human history that type of a thing could happen. So it could be a really good thing. That's yeah, the you guys don't let this. No, don't let it cause fights between you. It is a show and it's a unit party, right? But there are little mafias amongst the little unit party. They still have our enslavement in mind, but they're going to go about it different ways, and so if we can pit one of these mafias against the other and expose them, if they're going to let that happen.
Yeah, what I'm seeing is the Satanist. The Satanists are working in together with the Jesuit, and the Muslims, the Muslim Brotherhood, which was banned in Saudi Arabia, but they taken place. They moved to Europe and Canada and America. All of them are working together. The Satanists and the
Yeah,
Muslim. That's
there's
what I
all these
concluded.
like ISIS. All of them were set up by the CIA proxy groups.
Oh
Pretty
yeah,
much. Yeah.
look
So,
in Nigeria, they beheaded 200 Christian, the Muslims, a group of radical Muslims, few months ago.
yeah, that's happening in Syria too, or
Oh
not
yeah,
Syria.
yeah, yeah. That just happened in Syria a few days ago, or yesterday. They
Was it?
kill a group of, they call it the Duzi people in Syria, south of Syria. They're Christian.
Mm,
So I see there's a war going, a spiritual war against the Christian too. Why is that?
yeah. Where was it? Oops. Let's go to maps.
It's because what Joshua is the truth, and the other one are just false.
Hmm. I don't know about that. I even think those stories. Yeah, I was in Syria. Yeah.
Yeah, Syria. Syria was a Christian country. Well, Great Syria. In the time, it was Greater Syria, which took Lebanon, Israel, and I think a bit of Kuwait. All of that was Greater Syria. Was all Christian.
I gotta go refresh my drink. I'm gonna play this video a little bit more. I'll be right back.
All right.
I'm working on it. Because I want to build bridges of communication as best I can. So, here at IITSEC, you have your research of the brain, you have your vagal nerve stimulators, your boost program, your your individualized neural learning system. This is all bioelectronics. This is all under the skin nano networking type of communication. Okay? And in order to maintain security, that is where I got a new article because I was floored. I couldn't believe what Ryan was saying. I was just totally shocked. Would the bloodline discussion help us understand how we ended up with uppity DNA? Hey, Julie from this morning, right? Maybe, maybe, maybe. I can't keep up with the chat, apologies. Maybe because some people um, are responding epigenetically to their environment differently than others. Human augmentation 2019, past, present, and future. Human augmentation will change what it means to be human. And over again, it's the cyber physical systems like the one we were watching yesterday. Okay?
No.
So,
Yeah.
brought up that we are a living app. And I thought, yeah, because so many companies are exchanging data with agentic AI. And then Corinne, this whole time, Cisco Yang. And I'm like, yeah, with Cisco digital network architecture and Yang modeling
You'll
for
see it,
nano
buddy.
networks under the skin communication for
I'd find another
everything
reason. I
you
think
can
Elderberry.
think of, whether synthetic or
Oh yeah,
biological.
here's how the tariffs are affecting
Now,
me.
The price went up there.
Oh yeah, see, I ordered these from the U.S. Here, let me show you. Where am I? How do I make me big? Huh, that's weird. Anyways, I bought these from the States a month ago or so. Cost me
Okay, okay.
$130. These are those methylene blue. So it's like that food dye, that clothing dye stuff, right?
Nice.
Yeah, I got them. These came in today. The total bill at the end of it, after tariffs and shipping, was $260.
Damn. Well,
So it went from 130 to 260.
that's a lot.
Yeah. Yep. It's a lot to make your pee blue.
There! But at least it's good for you, no?
It is, yeah. I didn't get a lot of benefits out of it, but my wife did. So I felt a little more energy in my muscles. But other than that, and a little less brain fog, which was cool.
Those of you that are
Okay.
from computer networking, you see this on the right, the fog computing layer under the network function virtualization, virtual terminal from the 60s people, the Internet of Things layer, then the controllers. Now, I understand that to normal people, they're like, okay, Sabrina, that looks like a couple computers, some boxes, and a bunch of little lightning strikes. What the hell am I looking at? You're looking at how they route data through your blood and bone, through your cable company. Don't worry, I got you. We got pictures. Yeah, we're going back in time again.
You don't live in Alberta, no?
2018. Oh, it's a nano networks, communication, and architecture.
I'm in one of the
Only
most liberal places in
If you're
Canada.
LARPing,
is that in the
just an
province
idea.
you live in?
No,
Is
this
that province
something that
thinking
was
of joining the
mandated
U.S.?
No,
for things
not
like
at all.
peacemakers.
No.
That's
Or
what
or
you
breaking free. No.
used. Things like
No.
Okay.
your Web3 with
I
your
wish.
cryptocurrency.
No,
That's
it's not turning. That's not
mandated
turning blue.
worldwide with human body
For
communication.
Ah!
Babies. It's mandatory.
There. I just saw that.
So
Uh,
this went from
Human
130
body
a
is
month
left
ago.
out. The DoD left me out. I'm so special.
This
Oh my
methylene
God.
blue
Then
went
all
from
you had to do
130 to
is throw a
$260
human out there in the field. Lockheed would be broke. Everything would
because
be
of
spoiled. No
tariffs.
drone could even fire. Because just like if you go to your office and you bring in malware on a USB drive, jam it in your computer.
Bag of walnuts went from 15 to 26.
Welcome
Wow.
to cybersecurity. Y'all have heard me say this many times. Hey, is
There
a
we
human
go,
body
turning
the
the body into a
communications channel
wire.
because you turned our
Woohoo!
body into your personal network, hard drive, router?
You're gonna look like a
Turning the
Smurf.
body into a
No.
wire, it's harder to hack the data. 5 years ago, Vice President Dick Cheney was not LARPing in 2007. In 2007, that's biological.
But I will say that methylene blue, even at this,
But
I
that's
don't know if this is a
impossible. They don't
great
have
brand,
it.
but it's
Yes,
good
they
stuff.
do.
So I would suggest
Had it since
anyone give it a try.
1999 too, with the FCC.
yeah, I'm looking forward to
Videos
try
from
that.
yesterday,
I'm thinking
papers.
to check the Ormus, but
Going through
in
all of
powder
this,
Ormus is
form.
good
with
too.
LinkedIn
Yeah.
and cyber physical, and trying to show people the basics of the bio-digital convergence. Here it is. We don't want your opinion. We are going to augment our chattel, that's our GDP,
Hey,
because we're
Scotty
moving
boy,
to a
blessings.
biotokenized economy. We're going to take your disease away in 48 hours.
Yeah, they can transmit a
No
disease
problem,
like cancer and
because we're
take it
going to
away
use
in a couple
bioelectronic
days.
blueprints, brain connectomes, wiring diagrams, etc.
They're gonna bill you for that.
Okay? And everybody's going to have enhanced intelligence, be super attractive, optimized diet, extreme aging, ubiquitous and continual monitoring because they love you, so they're under your skin 24/7. And the best that we get to hope for is that we get access no different than we do today.
Yeah, they can give you
For
better
example,
strength,
here at home,
better
if
stamina,
I need
better
extra
intelligence.
security, what do I need to do? I'm going to have to buy
Those are all the
equipment.
body metrics that they can improve, and enhance.
Purchase
gonna
a
be
VPN
great.
service. Again, y'all, flag me
With-
if I lose you. If
Uh,
you want to protect your data at home.
It could be. Just depends on who's in control of it and what they do with it. Because once they've got
yeah,
control of your body,
Sorry about that.
that's the
Sure.
problem.
I have to purchase
Every
a VPN
device can
software
be used
service.
for
I have
good
to
or
purchase
machine.
hardware.
Is
I
that
have
they
to have a
convert
way
it and
to
weaponize it,
secure data.
yeah,
The harp self
They're the same.
can be used for good.
Their
A place that is
electro-wiring
dry,
diagram
let
has
it
a couple
rain.
delays,
Place
so I
that it
spent
rain too
2
much.
delays, so this isn't working on a
Stop it
chip.
with the rain.
And that
Give
takes
it more.
forever
You
for
open the
cybersecurity.
sky. That's how you can,
They're the same.
get
The
the most of it. at
Autonomous
each
wiring
environment. But yeah, they
autonomous
weaponize it.
wiring diagram of the brain. So, in the event that you need security on your data, you're sitting at home for whatever reason, and you need to protect your data, you're going to have a VPN, software and hardware, whatever, right? Give me a thumbs up or see, Boom, I don't got cool emojis like you do. You have all the dancing otters and stuff over there. Let me know if you're tracking with what I'm telling you. Cybersecurity 101. If I want to protect my data, I'll purchase software or hardware, a VPN. Everybody knows that, right? Is there anybody that's confused about that part? Anybody? Anybody? Y'all are so funny. Hey, First Scully, I haven't seen you in a while either.
But I'm seeing, on a serious note,
Yeah,
with what
well,
happened last,
that's why I'm
I'm
trying to show
seeing
what
a
I'm
lot
trying
of
to show,
people
because there's a lot of movement
losing their faith. They think we're
for a
doom
long
and gloom
time,
and
not
shit.
yesterday and
I'm
today
not
and
into
tomorrow.
that.
Oh, it all happened
I
No,
go,
yesterday.
I-
I'm
No.
I'm not going into
I
the
don't go
gloom and
back
gloom.
inside of shit.
I will
I
fight
see
till the end.
dancing stockies.
Hmm?
My front line is cold
well, I don't
shit.
think it's
Look,
necessarily a
I don't
fight.
have
It
all them
has to
cool
be
stockies.
a
I
steering.
have
You know,
beer.
we can steer this technology into a
Oh, it
good
looks right
way.
back to you,
You know,
Forrest.
Yes.
limit
That
its
does look so
power,
funny.
limit what it
Okay,
does. But
so when it
you
comes to
know,
biological
I would like the benefits
cybersecurity,
of not
right?
being
Your
tired.
body.
You know, I'd like the
I'm the
benefits
same
of,
way.
improved
Since
strength
we've
so I
already
can
been under
work
everybody's
and
skin
play
for
harder.
50
There's
years,
excellent things it can
they are
provide.
going to
But
offer
right now, all it's
your
doing is dragging us
cognitive
down,
digital
causing
twin
brain
type
fog and
of
disease.
services. And
You
there
know,
are
they
a
aren't
bunch of them.
allowing us to use it for good
Okay.
on a broad
Digital
spectrum.
twins that
You
are
can
fully
pay
connected,
for it to
modular by
improve your
design,
life,
scalable,
you know,
etc. And if you
but,
don't
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
going to
want to
charge
be
you
augmented,
$60
and
a
you're like,
month
I want to be a free range human,
to have,
it's only a matter of
a
time
better life.
because longevity
Or,
goals
Yeah, that's
means
the
you
thing.
will be
Well,
augmented.
here's the other thing,
You will
which
have
I
to give
know
your
that's
chips.
happening in the
What?
background that a lot of people might like disagree with, like No, for example, that haven't done a lot of deep research, or maybe I don't know. But is the quantum med beds? Have you hear about the quantum med beds?
I have, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they're planning to come out, but when it is gonna come out also in the divine timing, because last I heard they had a ship full of it and the elite struck it down. There's a still war going behind in the background in the astral realm,
Mhm.
even in space. There's a war even underground with the deep underground military bases, dumb. So there's a lot happening, but I know those bats exist for real, but
Yep.
when it come out, we don't have use of the pharmaceutical industry anymore. They only stay in business to make us sick. That's how they make money. And when those bats come out, they're gonna go out for sure. But
Depends on how
when I
they're
don't,
tuned. Depends on how they're tuned because they're a tool, right? You can tune
e-
them to completely cure the human body and put you into a good, like you saw earlier, we were looking at morphogenic fields earlier in the show.
oh yes, no, but these bats are different. They're gonna be working. They're
Well,
completely
they're
based
based
on
on light.
frequency and
Yeah, they're based on light, sound, and yes, I
frequency.
know. I know exactly what they are. They are,
Yeah,
but
yeah. So
they can be used to retune the human body, but they can also be used to change the human body into something completely different.
Well, you have three different type of bed. I know one of them is cell regeneration. So
Mhm.
it's gonna regenerate your whole body to a younger stage, 30. And you have the other one, which is to clear the body of cancer
Uh-huh.
and all of that, to tune to alignment. Because basically, when you have a disease, you're out of alignment. So those beds are
Yeah.
gonna harmonize you back in harmony.
Yeah. Well,
So yeah,
what they can use at a distance right now to change human DNA, right? What they do is they change the field, the human field. They do that through light, sound, and pressure, and they can change your DNA just by augmenting the field around you. And like I said, one of the key elements of that is light. And these med beds, they use light, infrared, usually.
Oh yes. Oh,
others.
funny you mentioned that because there's one thing that is available now, which is the closest to a quantum med bed, is
Mhm.
the red light therapy bed.
Oh
Red
yeah,
light therapy.
yep. What
There's
they
a lot.
want, what's really wanted is like that. That is very healing for the human body. But with
Yeah.
LED lights, what they want LED lights for is the pulse rate, because they can pulse that up to 1,000,000 times a second, and then they can use it to send signals. All the smartwatches and smart devices, they all have an LED on the bottom of them facing
Mhm.
your skin so that they can send signals through the skin.
Oh really? Didn't know that.
Yes. Yeah. It's very intrusive. That's how they measure your brain waves and your sleep patterns and all that stuff. So they do it through the light communication. The LEDs are receivers as well as transmitters. So they can receive messages and send them out. They can also augment you too. They can augment your thoughts with LEDs just on your skin. It doesn't have to be like you don't have to actually see it. They're going to use that in the future as well.
Yeah, that's why I don't know if you're aware. I think you're aware. They're changing the lamp, the street lamp, to the color purple. I saw there's a whole thing behind it. You know, street
Mm.
lights to purple. Would that be with brainwave manipulation or something?
Well, purple's a cool color and really good for your brain, but it has to do with the frequencies per second that it can flicker, the flicker rate,
Mm.
right?
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, the
Okay.
purple does interact well. At least with me, I love the purple.
Oh yeah, I love the color purple too. It's a high
Yeah,
vibration compared to the red
yeah,
one.
yeah. And you get some of that blue light, which I don't know if it's good for you, but I like it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, seems like the red light therapy then beds. I saw the a German one. They're very expensive, but I saw a lot of people have the you could put buy one for the
Yeah,
mask, for the face, and then for the body. And what I understand, 20 minutes of it each day will help you with
yeah,
a lot of things.
yeah. If
Yeah.
you get one, make sure it's not on the grid, that it's battery operated or something, because you don't want
Oh yeah.
it going through the grid. Uh, that's kind of my own thing, but because they used to use the Lily Wave was run through the power grid, and that's a system of recording and transmitting your brainwaves back and forth.
Because if you're not augmented, you're a
See,
cybersecurity threat to the network.
yeah, this is the big thing about these lights too, is they want to do human augmentation, and they are doing it. They even do it through the screens that we're watching right now. They're actually augmenting our bodies because we have to be more receptive to signals.
Oh, here's
Plural.
when you smoke ganja, does it make you more receptive or less receptive
It kind of
to the?
mucks with the system a bit, yeah,
Yeah, so
That's why they
especially
it
didn't
for
doesn't.
tell
brain
these
waves.
bodies.
Yeah,
That's why they didn't tell anybody.
Mr. Mission would
Because
know
a
about
bunch of
that,
people are
right?
already
Mr. Mission,
augmented with
does smoking
CERN
pot
and all that
mess with
stuff
the
for
system
business.
and your monitoring your
See,
brain
we
waves?
didn't get these
I think it
billion-dollar
does.
industries out of nowhere, folks. They've been going to work. You've heard me say this how many times?
My audio is still popping, eh?
My ghost powers, right? So when Marjorie Taylor Greene said, "Oh, I don't think we can get enough votes to stop the CBDC stuff," but they said they wouldn't, but they're still doing it. And I'm thinking because they have banking as a service, it's the same game. We're going to use the wrong terminology
Yeah.
and be, in my opinion, sadistic towards people who simply don't
Oh no,
know
we won't use
these
CBDCs.
industries.
Just use cryptos, right?
It's mean. It
Same
really
damn
is.
thing.
But business doesn't like
Yeah, well,
transparency.
what the
So,
information
in the
I got
context
is
of digital
the
twins,
XRP is
microservices
backed by
refer
the
to that
good
architectural
guys. Let
style
me
where
put it that
digital
way.
twins
I
are
I don't know
small,
about the other one,
and loose,
the Bitcoin, not the Bitcoin, the
and that
XRP
microbody
and
area network
XLM. What
is
you left? So what's your
irregular.
thought on the
And
XRP?
or a body sensor network would have
All
air
digital
molecules
coins
that
or digital
accessorize
currency
you
can immediately be turned
walking
into a
around. These
CBDC
devices,
on a
including
moment's
sensors or
notice.
actuators, communicate
What you mean
wirelessly,
by that?
often within,
Confiscated?
on,
Yeah.
or around the human
Yeah,
body
they just load a new
to
program
collect
in. All your
information from
currency
various
goes over to a
applications,
CBDC,
primarily in
gets
healthcare.
converted, and you're done. That's it.
Please remember that word for a moment. You'll see why in a minute.
That's all.
Okay.
Huh.
So the computer networking people, they've been talking
But
all
who's going to
about
give
these
them the right to do
digital
that?
network
They'll give
architectures,
themselves the
control
right.
planes,
They've already
game
they've written
models,
it into they'll write
remote
it into a
procedure call
bill,
people.
and they'll pass it, and then they'll
And
do
they've
it.
been doing this since 2011, like
In
I showed you
US.
with that quantum key distribution.
Well, yeah, they're going to pass
Meanwhile,
cryptos.
everybody
They want
else is waiting
cryptos,
on Jesus. You ought to be
right?
Yeah, I know.
They
in
can-
for somebody
But
else to
I
look
think
when
it's
you're not
depending the state,
because that's the only way
because
that it
I know
works with drone
California
warfare,
passed a
which they are
bill
not going to get rid of.
that,
Well, yeah,
for
we'll see.
It ain't
example,
gonna happen.
no, in California they
It's
passed a
gonna
bill
work.
that if you don't use your
So
cryptos
a network
for more
device is
than
a
a year
hardware
or 2
component
years,
that
the
facilitates
state has the
communication.
right to
Logo.
take
Yeah,
it from
like my
you.
laptop.
That's
Yes.
what they just passed
Or a
in
nano network
California.
router. And if you notice
Nice.
over here to
That
the
would be
right,
that would be a
let me see if I
benefit
can
for
blow
the
this up
state.
big enough.
Yeah.
That's a
No,
human
Yeah,
body.
so they,
It's the nano
it doesn't matter what they
scale.
write. All they have to do is
It's at the
say,
nano
we're,
scale.
you put in
Okay.
this program,
Well,
and
I
all the
didn't get an
companies will.
ejection. You didn't have
They'll
to.
all join up.
Breathing. It's at the nano scale.
Like it's
You don't
and
have
then
to
you
have
won't
an
be able to
injection.
bank
Nano
anywhere.
networks are
You can pass your
redundant.
crypto
Hey,
maybe
look where our
between a couple people,
Demigorgon
but they'll
went to.
detect
Did you
that
see
too.
this? The terahertz technology, energy
okay,
and
so the only
conservation.
thing safe in that, then,
Demigorgons making
in your
rockets showing up in other
perspective,
magazines.
is physical. That will
And the
be
coordinate
silver
routing
and gold.
system for nano
Bartering,
networks with
bartering,
highly
silver,
influential
gold.
citations, background citations.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree
It's
with
their
silver
original
and gold,
way
but
of
with the crypto
forwarding all the
world, I
communications.
don't have no
But love the fact
investment
that
there.
they've
But
changed it.
the
Because
people I
everybody
know,
paid
for
like
example, these
5
days
years
the
to load
XRP
balance
is going
files.
up.
And
I don't know about the
this
other
is from
ones, but the XRP is
2014.
going up. And
See,
gold and
Look at
silver, I know the
and
market is also
GBP
manipulated.
5 years.
So when
yeah.
it gets
And I
restabilized,
said, did you let people go to work and sit and lie about what they're
the
doing?
gold
Oh
and
yeah,
silver is
they
gonna
love
go
us.
way up.
Yeah.
But how
I'd
does
really
that
like to
even
sit
make
down
any
with
sense
somebody
to you?
from
I
what
put
they
my
believe
money
best
in,
exists
and
for
then in a little
cognitive
while,
individual
my money
communications that
becomes
will
worth
mirror
more.
recent
How?
laboratory testing,
Because
and then
other
find
people
out
put
that
their
you will
money
not
in
be
there.
allowed to go to the police, the doctors,
So
etc.
when I take out
Um,
my money,
Security
their money
for joint
becomes
force,
worth
all domain
less,
command and control with cyber
right?
command. Because
when
your
you
butt
put your
is tethered
money
to the
in,
cloud
go one more
for
time.
your own security, and
Okay,
it's
so I put
mandatory
my money
because
into
there's human
crypto,
body
right?
communication.
Okay, now
Yes, yes, yes,
it sits there for say a month, okay?
Purdue
Now when I go
yes.
University
back to get
friends,
it,
'cause they've been
it
working
could be
on it for
worth
many
more
years.
money than when I put it in, or it
5
could be
years
worth
ago.
less, right?
Those medical devices like pacemakers
Yes.
and insulin pumps have been around
How does
for
that work as a
decades, but
monetary
Bluetooth
system for
earbuds and
paying bills?
smartwatches may be newer,
If you're
but
putting
none
your
of it
money
is
into a
leaving
system
us,
like
nor is the consumer tech. You're not going to
you
make the
know
crypto bros give up their
Trump
wallets.
coin,
So going out there
right?
and telling
Everybody
people,
invested
Uh-huh.
a
the
couple
military's
billion
going to
dollars
save
in that,
everyone, and
right?
they're going to give you
And then
access
Trump said,
back to
"Okay, I
your
take
Yeah.
my money out
beginning
because it's
digital
worth a lot
commit."
more
No,
now
not.
than it was when I put it
They're
in."
going to give you the option
And then everybody
to
else's money is
purchase
now
software
worth
like
a lot
VPN
less.
for your own neurons and blood flow.
How does
Why?
that work as a monetary
Cybersecurity.
system? It's
Yes.
shit.
Can't be out there walking around willy nilly, which means there's
Huh?
always a bigger network
Well, yeah,
watching.
as soon as somebody
And because
takes a
people
lot
were
of their
not
money
willing
out,
to talk about
all of the money that's in there just goes down in
physiology.
value.
They were too busy
Crypto
with
doesn't always go
theology.
up.
Too busy with
Oh, then you have to.
fill it in.
No, no, it
You
doesn't
I was
go
the
up.
only one that
No,
showed
you have
how
to
And
to
it
do
does.
sell yours. You have to sell
And I'm
yours
like, what
off
are you doing?
before
Yes.
somebody else
Why
takes it
tell
all
them
out
they're
in order for you to
using their
make any
browser?
benefit from it.
Well, we have AI for good.
Because
Yeah,
it's
that's
not a
with the block.
stable thing.
And then they cried on the Vegas
No,
stage.
it's not.
What are all these
It's not.
politicians doing here?
You know,
And I'm thinking,
Is it?
So,
It's
you know,
also backed by what?
nothing. It's backed by the dollars you put in it,
Yes.
which are fiat dollars anyway,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, it's a
So,
fiat system. They print it out of thin air. Yeah.
yeah.
No, that's a good point. Which one
but they
is
want
the
to.
Russian? The
They're
Russian.
trying to pull a fool on people, right? They're telling them that cryptos are secure and that the government can't get at them. But that's the furthest thing from the truth, because as soon as the government steps in and says to these companies, put in this program that'll link you up to, because they're already on the blockchain anyway, and they already have control of the blockchain network. That's not a free system. system that's controlled by the government. That's they'll just say put this program in, or they'll install the program if they want, because they can do that too. and every Bitcoin will be a CBDC, monitored and controlled by the government. It's
A
it's a
CBDC
simple
what does that stand for? Is that a government controlled crypto in US?
central bank digital currency. So what
Oh,
they want to connect it to the world bank, right? There's the World Bank that they have, and then there's your country's bank, and they want to link it all together so that they can monitor all transactions, and anytime any money moves around, they'll get their cut.
yeah, that's a problem. The World Bank, if they connect it to the World Bank, that's gonna be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whistleblower that came out in 2012, 2013. Her name was Karen Hughes. She was a whistleblower of the World Bank and the EMF, International Monetary Funds.
Oh yeah,
And she came out and said, yeah, that
I
the
knew
heads
Guru.
of that company, of the World Bank, they're not humans. And not long afterwards, she died.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, look
she
at
was killed.
Princess Diana. She said they're a bunch of lizards, and then she died. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yes, that's another thing I tell. Yeah, when you tell people that, oh, you crazy, you drink too much Coke or something.
Yep.
You watch too much David Icke.
Or you say, "Oh, Michelle, she's a tranny." Everybody knows that, and then you die.
Oh yes, that's another thing.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
Yeah.
but
We got.
I still.
Do you know
Sorry, go ahead.
Macron? Do you know the French Prime Minister Macron and his wife?
Yes,
His
yeah,
yeah,
Brigitte.
yeah. We have the same thing going on here with Mark Carney.
Oh wait, really? Mark
Oh
Carney
yeah,
wife is a man?
yeah. I think so.
Can you show a
Um,
picture?
hold on, I'm just about to pull one up for you.
Yeah, I know. I know this in the U.S. There's more that are like Obama and Michelle, but I'm not keeping track with the
Yeah,
tranny.
these two have been also filmed with Ghislaine and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Oh yeah. Oh, here's a good one.
This picture of Obama and George Clooney on a boat with a young Asian girl. Also, that's a he,
That's a she.
but he has a
Here's a good one.
dingaling. He has a dingaling, no?
Well, we're not sure, but here, take a look at.
Nothing surprised me anymore. Anything's possible with these freaks.
Take a look at that Adam's apple there.
Ooh, yeah. That gives it away, no?
Well, yeah, and the face too. That's a feminized dude, is what it is. At least it looks like to me. I don't know. I might be wrong. Maybe. I don't know. Not much going on down here. Just
No.
saying, not much there. I
With
don't know.
Obama, with Michelle Obama being a Mike and the president of France, apparently it's all pointing to that it is a dude, right? Everything that's happened around it is a dude. I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised that he is also a he.
Well, and it goes
Yeah.
along with the ancient actors guild of all characters must be played by men. All major characters. Well, they had all characters played by men in old the old
Oh,
theater.
that would make sense. That's why they're trying to put men in women's sport. Say it's normal, although they know that male has physical advantage.
Yeah, I
Generally,
guess that follows along. I
yeah,
love kind of follows the theme.
yeah. That's their agenda: confuse people, um,
Mm,
brainwash people, make us sick, make us
yeah,
confused. Yeah,
I agree with you off the hook. By comparison, a penis is much more convenient and a lot less trouble. you know. Hi, Lady Spitfire.
Hey, Lady Spitfire, blessings.
But if you had a penis, you'd want to be in a chick. That's for sure.
Ah, yeah.
Why be on the bottom?
That will be fun. It's a bit difficult. It's not as easy as it looks.
Yeah, yeah. Writing your name in the snow, that is fun. Yep. Yeah, giving birth. I don't know if men would want to do that. That sounds really painful.
Yeah, as a
Yeah.
software developer, you expect me to believe. Well, you people, when you talk amongst yourselves, just like the
Respect for
doctors and
women for
nurses, you
giving
are
birth.
wide
Yes.
open. And how excited
See,
you
this
are
is
to be
cool.
underneath.
Towards cognitive, composable digital twins, aka smart digital twins. So you might eventually have a digital twin that you can talk to.
Is another human skin and like
They're
play with
really
it, all right?
trying to
On
make us go
stages,
more
conferences,
connected
15
with the
years,
AI and not
universities.
your
Oh,
higher self
they
or
just
something.
didn't know
Hmm.
that the NSA was watching them. Nobody gives up security. Nobody. Whether it's at home, it's in.
Yeah, it's weird. All
bigger
this
networks or
electronic
companies.
connection, but we,
You cannot sacrifice
from
security
my perspective, a
and
penis
have
is
a
a problem.
network that functions.
Never
It's
been a
like,
problem
can't.
for me.
So I had to really push through my own, I'll be honest, my own emotional disappointment. Because then I realized that all this lawfare noise,
No, thank
just
you.
like every other arena, is just noise. Bored
Yeah,
rust.
I don't think that's gonna work.
I've been fighting this system since I was little because of the scars on my body. Our children, our elderly, etc., they're having a really tough time. A lot of people are overly exhausted. Yeah, microservices pull red blood cell energy.
Right?
And
Imagine
other
arguing with
GPS
yourself there,
electric and
Witch
all
Moon.
sorts, to
Good to see you.
supplement the power grid. And cognitive warfare is about that same under the skin problem with those same algorithms. And that's why the best you can hope for is going to be a VPN for your body.
Damn.
Health Level 7, 1989 forward, electronic and personal health records.
Hmm.
Your mental health is the internet behaviors. They log in, they purchase the ability to do it, they sell your data to
Right? We don't
other
need those.
companies, and you're thinking, well, that's just what I bought. No. Nope.
Well, with the transhumanist, yes, then we have
Mhm.
No,
intercourse
that's under the
via
skin surveillance
machine
with
or
the cyber
something.
interface for human
Well, they'll just
VPN.
grow
But
you in a lab.
That's why
You'll be
Oh.
raised by the
this
state.
whole,
You'll be a good node in the
bioweapon thing
network.
was a gambit to waste more time
Oh,
and
yeah.
scare people. And then
But I
they
heard the
said, how dare you
5D
tell people?
or
Look at this.
yeah, 5D
How dare you
intercourse
tell
is gonna be
people
next
what we're
level,
actually
more
doing to
spiritual.
our
Oh,
own body?
awesome. Okay.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
Ubiquitous information
yeah.
services and
So
artificial
I'm going that
intelligence
direction.
technologies.
Okay.
How dare
All
you
right.
tell people?
I like it.
The multisensory presentation technologies. How dare you read to people how they're connected for medicine, how they're connected for bioelectronics.
Okay.
How dare you tell people?
I
Since
wouldn't
the
suggest
invention
it,
of
but
direct manipulation
whatever.
and graphical user interfaces,
Prolapse.
the developments in mainstream
No,
human
don't get rid of your
technology
penis.
interaction have been exponential. More recently, the research focus in the field has moved to mobile and pervasive interaction. That's right. And that's why it's the Department of Commerce protecting our infrastructure with the power in the water and
Remember
bodies
the
and
song
soil.
Detachable Penis? No, I
And if
don't.
that sounds familiar, it should. Because right before you find out that you're part of the biosphere, like
Should have
fish in
done
a
it 20 years
fishbowl,
ago.
they tell you how they're saving the world.
Lol.
You are the
Exactly,
substrate
they're
soil
off the
of
hook.
the land.
That's a good thing.
So is the soil, the water, and the
Vagina
biosphere
rejuvenation.
interactive naturally the exact way, the very same way
That's awesome.
that Sheldrake is talking about here. It's
Didn't know that
all
was possible.
now database
Learn that
manipulated and
something every
monitored
day.
for 15 years of business. No military, nothing.
wild animals which are social. It applies to social insects like termites and ants. The coordination of the colony of these insects with very small brains isn't in the brain, it's in the field that organizes the individual insects.
So don't tell him that you're manipulating that field with biophysics. Don't tell him that, and don't tell him that you're using sensors to beam steer molecules with the Department of Energy. No. Tell him the aliens will be here any minute. Fill it in, fill it in, fill it in. If you're somebody who believes in that, please don't be offended. It's just one of the many examples I go to.
So this is important. I have to interrupt this for vagina rejuvenation. Encompasses a variety of surgical and non-surgical procedures designed to improve the appearance and function of the vagina and surrounding tissues. These procedures can address concerns like vaginal laxity, urinary incontinence, and reduce sexual satisfaction. So I think everyone should look into that. So there's all kinds of treatments, and here's good stuff. Laser vaginal rejuvenation, radio frequency and ultrasound can improve vaginal tone and address laxivity. What's that? Platelet rich plasma. I didn't know there were so many treatments for the vagina.
Damn, I didn't know either. This is all new to me. Laser, shit. Okay.
Electrical muscle stimulation. Treatments like V-tone can strengthen pelvic floor muscles to address urinary incontinence. Nice. Excellent. So ladies, do take a look in this. I'm sure
that's a lot. You have a lot of options.
Yeah. I'm impressed. All we seem to have is Viagra, but I just use iodine. That seems to work for me. So
oh yeah. Oh, that is good.
Thought we'd take that important public service announcement there.
And people who are augmenting.
Oh yeah.
I just saw.
I've written. Oh wait.
Thank you for telling us about that off the hook.
And I said, you know what? At least Tori from Tori Says did
learn something new.
Human augmentation. Transorganic real entity people. She tried to talk about it numerous times. Left the right terminology that you could look up. She said it. You could look it up if you wanted to. I don't put that on Tori. Everybody wants to holler, but
hey.
And here's the thing. She knows.
Oh yeah, can I say something?
Yeah. You can interrupt anytime.
Okay, it's just here's something. Now that we're on this topic, I never brought it up, but I write down to. This is her book. I take notes, and this pop up, and I'm like, okay, interesting. I note it down. Okay, this is for the man then. This is 3 foods to increase your load and size. One is zinc, the other one is lecithin, and the other one is celery, a herb. Those will massively increase your ejaculate size and your ejaculate volume.
Well, I'm on 2 of those. I take celery seed. Well, I eat a lot of celery seed.
Oh, okay.
What was the first one there? What was the first one? I do that too. Oh, zinc. Yeah, I take zinc.
Zinc.
Yeah.
Zinc and lecithin.
Lecithin. Yeah, lecithin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me see. But with the celery, it will make it thicker and whiter. Kind of changes its consistency a bit, and might actually help it to stay a bit less watery and running.
Nice. So we can customize it for you, ladies. Some comments on what you would like. Would you like it runny or thicker and white? Suppose we have those options there. Right? So it's kind of like between the white of the egg or like a scrambled egg.
Oh yeah, yeah. Big load or small load.
Do you girls prefer big loads or small loads? Creamy or liquidy? We can augment. Ugh.
There.
Nobody seems to want to tell us anything. We're waiting for data feedback here.
No data
No, apparently
feedback.
He
not.
knows. Human augmentation, because she's augmented. So people tried, they kept trying to talk about things, not just Tori, other people. But when you don't tell people point blank, full on, we're using your biology, we're not waiting for you to put a wearable on. We made your body the wire to safeguard sensitive data. Turn flesh and tissue into
Yeah, you are the
a secure
blockchain.
wireless channel. And nobody wants to see a bunch of people die because their pacemaker stopped working.
I don't know what
Crypto people don't want to
you
give
do
up
with
their
it. What you want. Once
cryptocurrency.
it's out of me, I'm
Human
done with it,
body
Marlena.
mandatory communication for cybersecurity purposes.
You got the
Already
creamer.
finished, already updated, because the countries of the world said we are not waiting for the human augmentation to be decided for us, and we don't want to hear from ethicists in the public. Governments will need to
Oh,
protect
here's
their
one
own
also I
security.
wrote.
Yes.
Apparently,
And they've been working it ever since.
Tongkat
So,
Ali. Have you heard
how
of
do we go
Tongkat
No.
Ali? Maybe I pronounced
When
it
Ryan
wrong.
brought it up and he goes, "Oh yeah, you're
Tongkat
a human
Ali.
API with bio things." I'm like, "Oh my goodness."
How do you spell it?
Tonkat.
Yeah, Tomcat.
Ton
Yeah,
Cat
Tomcat.
Ali. Oh, well, I think that's a her.
It's a
That's a
her.
her. Well, the Tonkat
Okay.
Ali. Yes. Well, the Tonkat Ali, it helps you also boost your performance, sky testosterone level, and I written down it also grow your
Okay.
dick. Lol. So it will grow your penis. The Tonkat
Well,
Ali, it help
okay.
you boost performance and testosterone.
Okay. Tomcat Alley is not the proper term. It's
Not a
Tong Cat
what?
Ali. So it's 2 words, not 3.
Oh yes, I have it at 2 words.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It sounds
Ton.
like,
Oh, maybe I said it
okay.
wrong.
Here, I'll show you what I'm saying. It sounds like Tomcat Alley. So it says here,
Oh, Tonkat. Yeah,
yeah.
Tonkat Ali.
So Tomcat. Okay. Shrub native to Southeast Asia, including testosterone booster and for improving athletic performance. Excellent. Okay. Yeah, it sounds like Tomcat
Yeah.
Alley, but you know what it does. Kind of makes you into a tomcat.
Well, you're gonna use your tongue
Yeah.
a lot. Yeah. Yeah. So that is for the
Dynamic
men.
knowledge graph.
If you want
Okay.
performance.
Digital twin.
Tonkat
So
Ali.
we need that. Digital twin enabled dynamic spatial temporal knowledge graph for production logistics. Well, see, they're only using it with robots. Nope. No. Cognitive digital twins for smart life cycle management of built environment and infrastructure. Knowledge transfer in digital twins, cognitive for more than just robots and vehicular ad hoc.
You keep having to approve her comments.
User.
Oh, who's that?
Sensor. See where it says entity? Transorganic, real entity means she's human, adhesed with net of AI. Living neural circuits, for example. Hang on a moment, I will show y'all again. Things like this. And it goes a little something like this. Bio-inspired electronics with soft. I told you, soft. They're like, oh, it's a soft disclosure. No. It's a soft turn you into cyborg living interfaces with living electronics, biomimetic and bioactive electronics. And everybody went, but it's my aura is spiritual. I don't believe in it. And I'm sitting here going, I don't understand why you're doing that.
Yeah, we were
Lol.
showing earlier the morphogenic fields, how they extend, like even in
You have smart
groups like us,
bandages,
like our remote viewing
microfluidics,
group. We
needle-less
make
insulin pumps.
connections
Don't we like that?
that stretch over the distances that we are apart from each other, but we make a connection that brings us together as a group, just like these wolf packs and other things, other groups, family groups, etc.
Okay. We need to talk about the neuroscience. No, we don't. Nope. No, we don't need to tell humans that augmented humans can stand right next to you and affect your neurons. It's kind of built that way for cybersecurity.
Don't be stalking anybody there, Mr. Mission.
Cognitive radio, by the way, goes back to the 1800s. They didn't get rid of it. They hid it. Along with full knowledge of the biofield, with plasmonics for those intelligent reflective surfaces, photonics, the technology of light, including our own biophotons. And that's why.
Yeah, that's one thing people don't understand too, is that we emit light all the time. Photons are flying out of us constantly.
Humans for 15 years at the Marriott and their universities. They're already superhuman. You're not going to take it away from them.
Nope.
They're the ones who have built the organelles and organoids, the living plasma systems. They, as an augmented human,
Well, they could do that, you tell me. They could make a tranny smurf. Without all those operations, they could just change the morphogenic field and create a tranny. As long as you've got the field geometry for it, you could make whatever you want out of almost any biological entity.
They're already doing, in which they're loading neurons into living chipsets. We are just going to continue.
Mr. Mission, stop stalking people.
Yeah, you're free. Oh yeah, nobody's watching you. No, I don't know what you're talking about. See, it's the 100th monkey. Oh, they're just so dumb. They're just making it up. They have no idea what they're doing. I thought, oh boy, is this ever going to end? Like, can we just talk about how biofield concurrence is being interrupted? Nope. Okay. So, brief music.
You have a crown of lights. Cool. Oh, hold on. I can't let that play. I have to forward.
Oh, what is that?
Forward.
Is that the original?
No, I have to forward past any copyrighted music.
Oh, I thought you clicked the penis song. Well,
but
that was something else.
There we go.
Every single creator lying. And there is a difference. And so you're by yourself. People call you nuts. Anybody who listens to you, they get harassed, called cult members.
Yeah, they're good for like
for the last
good songs.
Years. And why? Ooh, my magic wearable will free you.
You're not that dirty. I hope not.
Here. It's called
Hi, Buzzacino.
You are not dodging that, or your shit wouldn't work.
Hey, Buzz, Englishman, how you doing?
Shut her up. And I'm thinking, oh, see, this is just a bunch of wave description of geometric phase states, and I'm going to talk about it. And I'm going to talk about your phase transition and the liquid crystalline phasia that we all have. We're going to talk about it. Like Chris from the 6x7 podcast. It's just thunder. We're going to talk about it. Because if we don't, nobody is, other than, like I said, non-vaxxer 420. He sent me a couple things this morning, and then that nice person in Booma's chat, I think it was Booma's chat, mentioned spintronics, and I'm like, yeah, let's go there with the magnetism and the photons. And the vortex math, right?
Oh, the canacrawl, nice.
Colin brought it up.
I'll have to
we cannot
go down.
Continue the lie about the toroidal field of the human biofield screaming about masons and hand signs and checkerboard floors.
Yeah, I'll make Mrs. Max go down. Maybe we can buy a nice bong or something.
Take this away from these people. If you really believe in a creator of any kind, You can't keep walking around claiming that math is evil, sound is evil. These symbols, that'll be their downfall. They're not going down, they're still in control. Nothing changed. I do radio shows
What
on
he's
the
talking
phone a
about?
lot.
No, no, the
Hey,
symbols
that's
is
still a
gonna
good
be
thing
their
though,
downfall.
because it changes out the way the
Because a lot of people
algorithms
are
want.
watching that the boy love man boy lover, the pyramid, the three
The
pyramid
swirly.
in one. A lot of people, yeah, and you have the young girl lover too, but a lot of the men, you're seeing them, they have that symbol
Yeah.
on them. So people are, um, yeah, you can see which one. The ones that are aware, yeah, you can clearly see who's into that and who
And they
isn't.
inverted a lot of
You know.
symbols too. So
Watching you.
Yeah, so the symbols is
Yeah,
going to be
Amy
their
Sage. Love
downfall,
all the different
but
points of view here and comprehension.
this is
Yes,
different. This
it's
is
one
like,
of the
I
best
don't know,
ways that in the
geometry.
synergy community we've been able to plow through a lot of the anxiety. A lot of people got locked up right there. Masons, hand signs, gematria, and Tesla. And we're all sitting there
the
going,
Taurus field is
okay,
represented by a lot of
that's
things.
vortex math,
The owl, the
hyperspace
bull.
math, and coding. You are playing with phase array and harmonic
So they're talking about
resonance
your entire field,
with
your
our
body.
toroidal field. No, it's Tesla.
Petrovian man.
Frequency,
Petrovian man.
vibration.
Yeah.
Okay, explain it. With our
The
current
Merkaba, it looks like a
Same thing. Yeah.
Merkaba.
That's blockchain architecture
Yeah.
there almost.
Sabrina, you mentioned DMT.
Blockchain runs through your
DMT.
body in a
I've never
specific
taken
pattern,
DMT.
and
You said you
it
hope
matches
to
that
completely
sigil
kill off
almost.
your egos. Can you elaborate? What do you
Let me
mean?
show you it.
I'm happy to answer the question, no problem. I'm just curious. What do you mean? I do have email with the professor who wrote the book on DMT and microtubules because I was given, my data was given to them for testing in the event they did more tests of people who died a lot. Because my brain is special. I've died a lot and come back. Heck, if you ask the TikTok, I'm dead right now. Oh. Yeah, microtubules, where the resonance of our soul. Oh yeah, that it's what I've been trying to get to because my notes from when I was young and the stuff Fringe talks about. Fringe said you got to throw your field bigger, stronger, magnetic, force of will, like you're staring at right here. Fuck them up. Sorry. Everyone's love and light. No, this is a system built to drain people by their endocrine system. And I'm very grateful that so many creators have recently been making it clear that the system is neutral. It reflects back to you. But that's why you have to be authentic. Dude, if somebody's coming at me with a knife, I'm not looking at them going, I'm so sorry, could you please put the knife down? I know you want to kill me, but could you please just put it down? I'm going to break your face. Disable the knife so that you can walk away alive. And if you get up and try again and go ballistic, then I don't know how that fight will end. But I will walk away just fine. For you, those are optional things, maybe. I don't like any idea of fighting with people. But when people attack, I am lifelong. Well, how dare you defend yourself? Dude, I don't know. I guess it's because I read history. This whole attitude of, well, they need to spy on you and they need to be voyeurs and they need to be under your skin.
They need
I'm
to
like,
control your
fucking
thoughts.
creepy weird, man. This is not okay. Authentic is easy. Thank you, Corinne. Yes. Okay. So to the DMT question. Just because you take DMT, different drugs, any kind, pharmaceutical or natural, that's just going to change out the way your cells groove. In those biophysics toroidal fields, they're always on the move. And every 30 days, your cerebral spinal fluid turns over a bunch of different cellular systems between different parts of your brain, as well as your actual endocrine system and your biofield both. And that allows you to heal up a lot of those neural networks or upgrade them. So for folks that are like, well, but my DMT trip left me really different. Okay. Your soul is having a journey in a vessel called your body. Your body is supposed to be sacred. This is another place I get confused because all these young people, we're going to live forever in a utopia. Could you explain how? shut up. They love us. Who the hell is they? Well, the government. Whoa. Hey, that's some rando politician miles away, even if it's local to me. They have a whole community to take care of. They're not going to be up my ass in my personal life. They ain't doing my dishes. They're not showing up at my house. I can send letters, but I don't pay their bills.
There we go. This is the deployment of nodes in blockchain architecture.
Heard of your brainwave states? A lot of
There it
people
is
have.
again,
Alpha,
right there.
delta,
On the
theta.
right, kind of.
Yeah. If you're using other natural things,
Yeah, you can see it's the
that's why I get very
same.
excited with microdosing when they work in Silicon Valley.
Part of the
Because you can
signature,
take
yeah.
advantage of the oscillation of your natural environment. And the reason I'm leaving this picture right here is because that oscillation of your natural environment, you're looking at. The consciousness peddlers, and oh my word, there's 120 of you over here. How do you find us? I put this up public because I'm really hoping that people will start communicating. You have human anatomy that oscillates. It's called neurons. And I never in a million years thought it would be this hard to be like, y'all, your heart is electrical, your neurons are body wide, and your neurons are busy.
Yep.
And
Your brain
this
is
guy
throughout
put
your
all kinds of-
entire
to use
body.
Your example, you're like, hey, I leveled up after DMT. Yeah, because your body.
You want Sabrina
bought
House Guardian? That'd be cool.
Networks to be healthier. And the human body is an incredible, wonderfully made system. It wants to heal. It wants to feel better. Yes, Ray. Oh, it's your fault. Yeah. Well, guess what? When I find Karen, I know she's out there somewhere. I'd already showed. I've got 2 different barbecue robot dogs ready to go. 3, technically. I found another one on my Facebook.
Nice.
Yeah, it's hard to explain, but it's oscillation. So these other dimensional layers that we live in, because we live in the 3D, but our brains do not, and our bodies do not interpret only 2 and 3D, okay? The 4D above our head and all around us, below our feet, above our head, whatever. They work with those systems with hyperspace math and legitimate calculation. Beyond that, our bodies are 12-dimensional by the math. The
12
creatures
dimensions.
that everybody goes boogada boogada.
I thought it was
hybrid
more.
Human friends, they are limited.
There's got to be a limit to dimensions as well.
Hybrids,
Unless you just look at the
augmenteds,
spectrum in
limited.
between, but
That's why
unless
if
they're
you can
synced
remain
in,
human, you are
it doesn't
much better
matter,
off.
right? So you only get a limited amount.
Limited
Because it would work by
and then
vibrational level.
tethered to plasmonic chipsets, computer systems, all sorts of 4th dimensional liminal space type of stuff. It's not a spooky, scary story. It's very real because we're not dealing in story time. We're dealing in biophysics and plasmonics that they use to cloak Air Force One. So DMT, by your neural networks, of which you, as the most powerful quantum system, can see in 12 different dimensions all at once. Why? Because you're a light being. This is your vessel.
Oh yeah.
I'm an atheist, okay? Atheists who believe you.
Have you tried to make DMT?
You have an electrical
No.
heartbeat and neurons too.
Just
That's what
naturally.
it is. You've been lied to.
We
like
make it
everybody
naturally in
else.
our bodies.
That's
So.
why I tell people whatever you
Save your
believe
oil.
No, yeah.
in the flying spaghetti monster,
No, there's some
you
people
roll
that
to
yeah
that
make
freedom,
it and then they
make it
sprinkle
count.
it on their I don't know
Because it's
cigarette
authentic.
or
You know?
joint and they
So
smoke
if
it,
you've leveled
or they
up
put
with
it in
some
the
extra
pipe and smoke it.
neuronal healing
No, I haven't
networks,
done
or,
that.
you know, you got augmented the au natural way. Your body did it on its own. Oh, Coley,
Well, yeah,
I'm glad
there's
you're
this
still
breeding
here.
technique
Friend,
also
it
that
was so nice of you last night to go over some
trigger the
different
third
places and
eye, the
spaces
pineal
with your
gland, to produce
experiences.
more
Thank you for
DMT
being in
through
Ryan's
breeding
space.
technique.
It was great to listen to.
Yeah, they usually, a lot of
Alright.
those techniques
So here we
include
are in the
rocking,
vortex math,
which
and the
engages
crazy
the
people who are
coccyx muscle.
scared to death of numbers,
The
symbols,
coccyx is the
shapes,
third
colors,
heart,
They're just
You have
afraid of
three
everything.
hearts in your body,
Then
one
they
in your
get crazy
brain,
and sound like that
one
guy
your
from the
heart,
Barbie movie.
your
This
central
is
heart,
cursed. That
and
is
you also
cursed.
have
No,
a stone
math is a
heart.
universal
So you have
language.
the
All
black
using
heart, the
it.
red heart, and the white
You're in
heart.
for some pressure patterns worldwide,
And
organized
if
into
you rock with breathing
databases, and
techniques,
monitoring
it
networks
pumps
for wake-worn
pineal
biomarkers of our
fluid back up the
faces,
endocrine
with a
system.
biological magnetic resonance bank with a ton of
Also,
databases.
sacred sex,
What do we do?
Kundalini
What do we
sex,
do? Step one.
bringing yourself
Tell the
to
truth
the
about
point
the
of
anatomy.
orgasm.
Tell the
And when you
truth
feel
about how
that
deep under the
throbbing,
skin they are.
that's the coccyx
Step two.
uh,
Do not curl
engaging
up like an
and
insect and give
pulsing.
them any more power.
And
Why? Because they're going ahead with
that
this stuff. They ain't gonna
pushes the
slow down.
pineal fluid
They busy.
as
The
well.
United States Government
You
Accountability
mean
Office
Tantra?
report
Tantra?
to Congressional
Yeah,
Committee.
yeah.
Technology Assessment, December 2024.
Sacred sex.
Brain
Yeah.
computer interface. What did they find? It doesn't exist. It's not here. These BCIs are not yet on the market. I'm serious. Watch. Brain computer interface are electronic systems either implanted in the brain or worn on the head, like the Mendy the Apollo, that let people control computers.
Yeah, you heard about the doll
Robots
Annabelle?
or other devices using brain signals. In clinical
About the
trials,
what?
BCI have helped people with
The doll, Annabelle doll.
No.
Apparently, that doll has some attachment to it, a demon or some shit. And everybody you can say that has tried to play with it
Yeah.
dies in a crash as incident. There were a couple that hold it in their museum, but I think they died. They made a movie about them. I forgot their name.
Oh, yeah. I think I've heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Though
they
those
go
BCIs
around
are
to
not yet on the
haunted
market.
house.
Oh, that's what they're
But
referring to.
apparently, one guy was
Well, it's
going
pretty
around with
specialized
it
in prosthetic
Hmm.
last. I think
devices.
it happened this month or
Researchers are
last
also
month,
investigating,
and
and companies have invested
he died in a crash.
heavily
Oh,
in brain computer interface for the
Yeah,
workplace, NatSec, and
yeah,
consumer
they
usage.
should
Yes,
just
for 10
destroy
years.
that
You can
doll.
buy it on the Amazon and the
Throw it
eBay.
in the ocean. Let it come
I
up on
want
a
to
different
control my
shore.
coffee pot with my mind. So Medicare coverage decision
yeah.
process.
Yeah,
Oh,
here's
God.
the great thing. They're going to have the
Potential
Internet of
loss of
Medical
access or
Things
support.
so that they can
Uncertainties in data
monitor your
ownership and
health. They're going to
control.
claim.
That would be the
But really, what
challenges
they can do with
for
that
the
is
brain
change your
computer
health for the
interface
good or for the
development
bad.
and use.
You know,
Wow.
and they don't
That's
tell you
the
that.
problem.
Policy options
That's the
That's the
dishonest.
big.
consumers with more control
You know,
over
they're so
the
dishonest.
use of their data and
What I
other data
understand with when
associated
the
with
quantum
use.
medbeds come out,
Increased
those are gonna be
autonomy can
free,
bolster
and it works
consumer
also with your
confidence in
consciousness.
what's being
You know,
forced upon you.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
if
You'll
they
be
can augment you with it, yeah, why
If
wouldn't they
not,
make
you're
it
not
free?
going to get a job. Blah
You
blah
know,
blah blah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that's the
that's
thing about
The wicked
this
season of
takeover
these
that people don't
bastards. Well, I'll
understand.
tell ya.
The AI takeover, you won't notice
most
it.
damage, in my opinion.
That's
Hey,
the
Skyboy,
idea.
since you're in here, because
Is
aren't you the one who wrote the book
you won't notice it
that really
because
good
it'll
book
just be
that helped a ton of
your
people because it was
thoughts.
just listed super
They'll get
easy
into
to
your
see?
brain
Aren't you the
and
one
make
from
your
Bits for
thoughts
People?
that of the computer. And
Because
you
they
won't
took the
notice the difference.
electromagnetic
It'll
warfare
be a
stuff very
slow,
seriously and were able to,
methodical
put some
process.
basic happy
And eventually the
different things in
machine
there.
will control your
I don't call it
opinions.
the truth or community
And
anymore.
that's the
I
idea.
call it the
Right now, like they're
conspiracy
just
cover-up of
suggesting
community
things you
because
buy
way too many people have a
with
lot of money
brainwaves.
invested in
I
fraudulent
can
products
pull up Dan Dix's
when it comes
previous
to
video.
cybersecurity. I know they knew that.
Your phone is reading your thoughts. Of
Without
course
doubt.
it is. It has been for
And
100
I
years.
also have empathy
The
for
phone has been
people
reading
who are
our
stuck
thoughts.
in a lie, so to speak, because of business.
You know, now it's marketing to you
Things you can't
because it's
control.
reading your thoughts and marketing
But
to you.
not telling people
But
that this was
eventually,
going to
the idea is it'll be reading your thoughts and writing your thoughts because they can do that too.
Not telling people that it's anatomical?
And you won't
Moral
notice the
people are
difference.
rare.
It'll just be, oh yeah, I think this way now.
Colin, I take
You know, you won't even think
offense.
now.
How
You'll
dare
just
you
think,
call me
I think this
normal?
way.
You get that
You know,
occasionally in the Telegram.
it won't be a noticeable change or anything in
I
your
feel-
mind. It'll be,
I'm so worn
I just
out
think this
from
way.
all these different
And
systems
that will be the way you
and
think about
digital
this or
twins
that.
and endless money.
And eventually
I'm
the
like,
machine
oh my gosh.
will control all of your thoughts.
Oh, I appreciate you too, Bad Kitty Sneeze.
At least that's their hope.
That's my kitty sneezing right now. I got a cat named
no,
Normal.
yeah, that's what they hope to.
Do you remember
Well, you know,
Garfield
That's why I
You
tell
know,
people to
was
keep
in
your
the
thoughts thought of,
cartoons?
keep your thoughts positive
Normal.
because they
Something
don't
like that
often
she
feed
was
us
called.
positive thoughts.
That's true.
I
They
am
feed
not
off
the only
defeat.
one.
Yeah.
You cannot do nothing. Powerless. Depend on the
Yeah, because
government.
and this is why
Hmm.
here in our community, what Fringe talked about,
Hi, White
a
Alchemy
person saying,
Studios.
"Oh, off
Welcome
of
to the
you,"
channel.
etc. Yeah, and when your
Chat
consciousness
GPT
members
admitted it
will
can
tell you
and
you're
does read
special.
my
I
mind.
don't care
Yeah.
what or where.
Well, this
you
lady
come
we're
from.
listening to claims that they've been doing
They
it
leave
since
out
the early
cybersecurity,
1900s and just
normals,
did it
yeah.
with the phone
If they
cord.
leave out
You know, the old phones on the wall
these
with the cord?
systems that are mandated
They were apparently recording your
for our
brainwaves
safety,
way
for
back
real.
then. You know, it's ridiculous. These people and their paranoia and their
Excuse me.
need for control. It's a psychopathic ideology, just total
Oh, Shell
control
has
over
the
everything.
most beautiful Simon.
And
I'm
greed,
telling on you,
because they
Shell. His
never
name is Simon,
have enough.
and
They
he
want
looks
more
like
and more and more.
Uno, what do you call her?
And foolishness because they don't think that the machine's going to be able to turn on them,
Skunky keeps running through Spooky or
and
something
it
like
absolutely
that, and she runs
will.
away.
You
Now
know,
I don't have a beautiful cat like normal.
Yeah,
As in, I don't have a tabby.
yeah.
I got a tuxedo. We have
So
Mitch.
are we living into the
Got plenty of
Terminator
calico.
and Matrix timeline?
well,
And
they are trying to put it all
spooks.
up in the
There it
sky.
is.
They are trying to
Yeah.
build Skynet up there.
Normal. See? From Garfield.
So, yeah,
See?
kind of.
We're all connected. Yeah.
Eh,
And we like
If
it to
that's
be a little
true,
more
then
normal, you know?
that
Like
means
choose
we
who
are
you get
Yep.
together
Neo.
with, not this
So you
weird
have to learn not to
voyeurism,
fight
understanding,
Terminators.
control
You have to learn how to
everything
set
behind
traps
lines.
for
Excuse me,
Terminators.
Borg,
That's
could
the
you
only
go
way to
somewhere
beat the
else?
machine
We are the
because you
way of the
cannot
future
beat the
with the
machine in a
Pentagon. That's why we're
one-on-one
calling
shootout.
attention
It
to it.
will
We're
not
like,
work.
no.
It's much more accurate than you.
But it's where the money
So the
is.
only thing you
No,
can
I
do
don't
is learn
want
to
the
trap
double
them.
band blockchain. I don't
Okay?
want
Just telling you for the
digital
future,
currency,
guys.
and I certainly don't want
You need
digital
to
blood.
figure out how to trap these things
Simon is
instead of
so handsome,
trying to
beautiful,
combat
curious,
them.
wise, and majestic.
It's the only way.
Well, that's
He really is.
yeah.
That would be
You
Shell's
know.
incredible companion,
Also,
cat.
The Matrix was
Doug,
written by, they
business
say, the
cards.
two brothers, which turned tranny, but it's
Can I
not
find
them
it
who
on
wrote it.
YouTube?
It's a lady called
You need to
Sophia
focus.
Stewart, and the
I
Matrix
am
book was
focused.
actually
Hi,
called
Miss
The
Simon.
Third Eye.
Just so you know,
And you
Shell
know,
is
that's the one organ that they've been
what?
attacking for a long
Yeah.
time
Okay.
Hi,
also,
Dragon Slave.
There's a lot
through
here.
drink,
Yeah.
through the water system,
Fringe, my frog
with the
wants
fluoride,
Colin's cat
and
is more
also what I
handsome.
heard last, the
Oh,
shit
here we
shot,
go. Fritz the cat,
also attacked, shut
7374.
down the
Is that
pineal
in
gland,
newspapers?
the
This
shit
cover?
shot last. So I come to
Grandson's
conclusion
blanket.
that you have to have
Yeah,
that
I posted
organ
on the
clean,
Twitter my
because
Norwegian forest cat. I
on the
was
research
so
that they have
surprised
done,
how many
the
people
people that
posted
has
back the
took
most
it
beautiful
affected the
pictures.
third eye,
That
which
was
affect their mood, their thinking, everything. It changed their behavior
Hi, Catch Penny.
and makes you more docile too.
okay. Well,
That could
Fancy
be
joined a breaker game.
It,
possible as well. Yeah.
Doing impression
yeah,
of
no, that I
Miss
read
Rock
the
Stars.
research
Penny?
they have done
Yeah.
last.
Impressions. All right?
So the key
What about
is
some
to
rock stars?
declassify
Let's do a couple
also
warm-ups.
your pineal gland. That is also very
Okay,
important.
ready?
Pineapple juice
Listen.
or cherry juice are very good for that. Bromelain
Yeah,
as
come on,
well.
more. Nice, come on, a little
You
more.
can buy bromelain pills.
I love
Yeah.
It comes in
More.
pineapple.
All right. Hey, where's Doug? Not here. Doug? Not here. Hey, Doug, we're doing impressions.
Oh yeah.
Come on, Doug. Go
So
away.
we
Come on, Doug,
have our
one impression.
visitor.
Do Morrissey.
Hello, Max.
Cuz I just want to hear you do. Oh wait, that was Morrissey.
There's
Hey,
our
Max.
hero.
All right, good job.
Why
Thanks,
can't I
Doug.
put myself
All
close?
right, guys, do Kate. All right. Yeah. I want a girl. All right, Guns N' Roses.
Oh, there we go.
All right, Rage Against the Machine. All right.
Say hello.
Dr. Dre.
Go over here.
All
Go over here.
Snoop Dogg.
I know you just want me to pet. Okay.
All right, wow.
There you go.
Good job. Wait, hold on. Come back here. Let's do Blink-182. All the okay. P. Diddy? Yeah, that's probably for the best. All right, who wants to do the last one?
What the heck are they doing up there?
All right, since they're getting back together, do Oasis.
It has been nonstop, looking everywhere we can, in order to not only use our own biofield, but to find different ways that we can potentially go around this. Why? Welcome to Energy Harvesting Nano Network Routing Protocols for Electrical and Optical. That would be electricity and light.
Okay.
Wow,
I catch
look at
many.
all this going on.
Yeah, it's good for you. Yeah.
And it's
You
increasing
get
by orders
bromelain
of
pills
magnitude.
too.
Some of us understand flow-guided opportunistic routing for intra-body networks. That would be your blood stream. And why? So that you can do that right there. Thank you, bad kitty. So, flow-guided opportunistic routing with Professor Jornet. You're looking at it right there. Your wearable
There
can
you
show
go.
you
There
how your
it
blood's
is.
flowing, what's
Wearable devices track individual cells in the bloodstream, real time.
there, bacteria, the whole nine.
MIT
Now,
News.
it's important to
Okay.
preserve your peace. So if you're not interested in knowing everything about the cyber physical and all that, you're like, okay, I get it. They tethered us to the cloud. What do we do now? Well, we are going to have to find a way, and I don't, like I said, I don't know what that looks like because so many people, young and old, they don't care that it's human anatomy they're using for all of this. I'm sorry, folks, they don't. They want to be
Yes, it
augmented,
has.
and they think that that's the way of the future no matter what, because that's all they know.
33. Oh.
And right now, there's no, or, the digital twin's not really here. It is.
Yep.
And it's very robust. So, the CBDC, that's
Got a lot of your
to say, being
biometrics
like,
in it.
whoa, they're going to vote on
Shopping,
Congress and all that. No.
habits.
So, all of these different diseases, because disease is monetized heavily with all these systems, I am not kidding. If you were injected, you're already on different databases owned by a company. And what that means is that that company, based on those load balancing networks, gets to do to you what they want to. That's why so many people said, don't get shot up. We don't know what's in it. They got a blank piece of paper. What are you doing? So Skyborg people have been very consistent. That already happened, and they bet on it in Vegas. Some of the survivors on the back end, they knew that they were able to. They were just playing Call of Duty in the living room with physical effects elsewhere, brain scan style. Trying to be as nice about this as I can. That was 2010. And I said, oh, get out of here. And then about a year ago, people really started flooding me via email and other things with evidence. It's an industry. Play the game. But the game is real life. Well, that's why you pay so much to play the game. I'd heard about it in Vegas. I didn't believe it. Like most people who are normal. Do you think flu shots, miss, are the same? Anything and everything that they are handing out right now is heavily inducted on the back end of the Internet of Medical Things to go with the biosimilar product potential with the digital twins from the FDA Modernization Act. So yes.
It's all got nanotech in it, pretty much is what she's saying.
To get into this federated digital twin stuff. Oh my.
A lot of things has nanotech in it right now.
Yep.
Water and
with all
shit.
your data sets available. Does
Yep,
anybody
it's
have any
everywhere.
questions?
The air, the food,
I trust none of
the
that.
water.
What's the black stuff? The black
So to close out,
it
Graphite.
turns
I'm gonna
black.
go to Drudge quick.
Oh yeah, graphite. Yes, graphite.
Graphene is
Uh,
just fine grade graphite.
And somebody
That
else said
also.
all this Epstein.
But there's a way you can get it out of your body with also the microplastic, and that is sauna, sweat. You sweat it out. Yeah.
Also, EDTA apparently, glutathione is good. So I can't get EDT. Can't remember what it's called. But yeah, I can't get that here. I can get glutathione.
Grove scandal. Why do we care?
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be fun, eh?
So the news cycle for today, July 19th, is pretty boring, because if you're not focused on politics and lawfare, You get looked down on, called names. I'll take
Oh yeah,
that.
tomorrow is
Over
7:20.
here to Black.
Interesting. We'll see what happens tomorrow.
Distraction
Okay.
from the Genius Act
They're
too.
they're
Yep,
expecting a high.
absolutely.
It's a
Yes.
high energy for something
Yeah.
to happen.
Like I
Oh,
said,
They
if
okay.
they
mention it.
knew that you're
Yeah, we'll see.
already commoditized by your
I got to
books,
get
maybe
ready
you
for
would think.
class.
You would think.
All
Jeez.
right. No,
But
that's
they
good.
don't.
Yeah, I got to cut
And
it
the
off
reason they
here.
don't understand
Thanks for
is
coming by,
because
Alex. This was
they're
fun.
over here or
I
they're
Yeah,
enjoyed it.
well, let me know if
they're
if
told
you
that
tomorrow
it's
night you're gonna do
spiritual.
the same.
Nope, it's physical.
Probably not till next
So,
weekend. Probably Friday
right,
or Saturday
I'm going
next
to be going
weekend.
this direction. With
All right.
after
No, it's
this
good.
live, I will
I got to go
have
to
a
work
few
on
lives
Monday.
loaded on
Maybe
the
tomorrow
profile.
afternoon.
We had technical
Actually,
issues
yeah.
yesterday.
So in the
Apologies.
afternoon.
And in
Yeah.
preparation
All right.
Sure.
All right.
for
I'll be there.
the
I'll shoot you an
discussions
email.
about bloodlines and
We're,
Oh
we're
yeah.
things that
yeah.
they
We're
Yeah.
in
Let me
chat.
know.
change
Yeah.
terminology on.
All right.
All
Thanks a
right.
lot.
We're going to be over here talking
Have a
about
Hey,
great one.
blessings, Max,
demonology,
John, everybody in the
bloodline
chat.
stuff.
Till next time.
All right.
Would you be willing to create
Oh,
a
I just
video
got
while I
here,
sell
Chloe
some of my
says. I
Hawaii
got to get
files?
ready for class, Chloe.
Or go on a
All right, guys.
podcast?
Thanks for coming by.
There's
Much
a
love to you
couple
all.
pretty high-profile
Have a good
podcast
night.
people who have
And I'll
asked
talk
me
to you
on
later in
the
class.
quiet side, and it's